Oh man, it's been so long since we've played this game, since I've played any game. It was good to be on vacation, but it's also good to get back into the swing of things here. And like we learned last time, there's a whole heckin' thing, man. There's a whole heckin' fourth area. I don't know how I got this in my mind, but I was under the impression last time that we'd already seen the fourth area and that it was just kind of an extension of the third area. So I thought we were nearing the end, but sure enough, we have lots more to this area. I would not be surprised if this was at least somewhat smaller, like more condensed, I guess, than some of the other areas we've been to in the past. But there's obviously a watchtower. There's obviously bosses. There's the little shield guarded chests. There's more of these. What's this thing called? The little vantage points. There's 4 of them clearly. Whole bunch of treasure chests. This is a legit area, man. Legit to explore. An exploding penguin, is that what that word is? What's up, Insing? What Rimworld? Yes, this is very much Rimworld. When you mod Rimworld enough, it turns into a whole different game. We of course have the main quest, but looks like we don't have any side quests, at least not here. Now, if we wanted to, could we go back? We could. We could go back the way we came. But I think we're in pretty good shape. I think we got some new armor, didn't we? Yeah, we got some new armor. I'm not going to equip it just yet because it is, you know, categorically worse than our current stuff. But once it's upgraded, we might be able to make it fancy. In fact, maybe I should look at that now, actually. Slipped in the shower. Is that why he's fallen? I know there's the one where it's like Atlas has fallen and I've fallen and I can't get up, that kind of thing. We've got a lot of blippity blop points, whatever these are called, the little dust particles. So let's go ahead and do a number of these. I guess I might as well level it up as far as it can go. I can't get it all the way up. That's what she said. Actually, yes, I can get it all the way up. Look at that. I've never been so proud to get it all the way up. They would say, dude. Oh, okay. It's from a series. Okay, I got you. And they would say, dude, upon exploding. That's also what she said. She said a lot of things. So extra healing essence stones. 0 out of 2. Not sure what that means. Additional stat bonus. Oh, I guess maybe it means because the ones we have equipped, we don't have any healing essence stones equipped. And get the damage of it. Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see how this compares. I got a bunch of perks just now too. So, I don't know if that's really all that helpful. Exploring the world. Get a nice little speed boost. I guess I'll go with this one just because there might be things that we want to buy with money. So, we'll go ahead and grab that one. This makes me think there's maybe one more set of armor to find. If there's exactly 3 more perks left to get. So maybe. Let's take a look though. So this is what we currently have, obviously. Oh, never mind. So this is what we currently have, and this is just better across the board. Like no question at all. Look how much better this. So it is like the best armor that we have with no consideration. Like no question at all. And no stats at all for that one. But yeah, this is the good shit. So now the most important question is our torso looks so small with that thing, is to see how we make ourselves look nice and pretty. Oh, I have to click this. There we go. So I could give myself like a goofy helmet if I wanted. Or I could stick with the default. Or just give myself a little sun, like a little chest piece there. And I could also go with a cool color. Does anybody have any color requests as far as how our cool robe once looks? So we have the robe. We have, like, the robe itself. Whoops. I don't know how to clear it. X. There we go. There's kind of the lining. The lining is an option. And then, of course, the various metal pieces. Looks like there's 3 plates. As well as an accent piece. Yo, what's up, Game and Browse? Yo, we got that defense. Yeah, you saw that shit, right? The defense stat, rather, fully maxed out. Let's switch this over, by the way. Switch into water now that I've had a little bit of a caffeine boost. You know, that's a dangerous starting stream at 10 p.m. I'm gonna be going, I don't want to go super, super late, but I want to go kind of late. Is there a plaid option? The fabric, I'm kind of curious because we've done a couple things already. We've done the red, we've done like the blood cultist, which is probably my favorite so far. The lemon dye really is eye-catching, like more so than the gold even. We have Nightfall purple. You know, the purple actually is not half bad. There's kind of a dark, it's kind of like a muted purple, or like a kind of a bluish purple. That sky blue is kind of nice. A cyan, it's quite good. Essence white, it's kind of a, almost like a purpley, pinky kind of silver. There's magenta, some orange. We got a kind of a faded red. It's an iron, kind of a red, kind of a red and white kind of sort of. That we got straight up pink. Hell yeah, forged steel. Is there a blue steel? I'm kind of vibing to the purple. The downside is that the purple is a little bit darker than I'd prefer, and I know it's not going to show up excellently in certain lighting situations. Let's try it though. Maybe we could do something cool with it. What would be a good purple counterpart? I mean, there's always silver. That's kind of what we did with the other one, though, I think. We had something similar with one of the other ones. We could do like a gold or a blue or pink. You know, going all pink is probably the most masculine option as far as these options are concerned. The gold's actually kind of cool. I like the gold. And then for the plate itself, I know last time we did kind of a brighter plate. We could go maybe darker. A necromancer princess. You know, speaking of princesses, I learned a new phrase the other day. We rented a car while Grace and I were in Florida, and I primarily drove. She drove a little bit, but I primarily was the driver. And well, for one thing, it's definitely not because I like driving, because I really don't. But I could tell she was a little bit nervous about, you know, driving in a new place. I was like, I'll handle it, it's fine. But she joked, I was like, am I the passenger princess? And I was like, I've never heard that phrase. But apparently passenger princess, like apparently that's like a phrase, like a kind of a dismissive phrase for somebody who is, you know, frequently the passenger princess. So I learned something. You're proud of me? So the red plate is also kind of cool. Or we could just stick with the yellow, you know, stick with the gold kind of motif. The black's kind of cool too. What about this one? Yeah, same thing here. Trying to think of things that go well with purple. Self appointed that role. Yeah, it's a fun phrase. It's a phrase I would never like use against somebody. I'm never gonna call them that, but I did enjoy that phrase a lot. It was very fun. I think I might do something along the lines of this red. I'm really vibing to this particular shade of red. I think it's very cool. In fact, I might do a couple of shades. Make ourselves look like some kind of fucking demon thing. I don't know if I want to go all red, though, because it makes the mask look a little funny. So, yeah, the question is, what do I use as the basis here? Because the mask, I don't know, there's something about it that kind of is a little bit off-putting. Maybe something that just kind of blends in. Maybe more purple? Actually, I wonder if maybe I shouldn't do the accent. Maybe I unequip the accent. And we do the rest of the... yeah, still. I don't know. Something about the face being all red and like that. I'm not the biggest fan of. I keep seeing the pink, though, and it keeps making me smile. No, I want to be the prettiest princess. Maybe we make both of these kind of the blackened vibe. And then... is there some other thing I can pair with this kind of red thing we're doing here? I'm also wondering if I should maybe kind of color this to match our gauntlet a little bit with a pink demon. It's a Doom crossover. Oh yeah, the oh, whatever they were called, the things that are sometimes invisible in Doom. Yeah, the original Doom, that is. I just love the idea of like these tentacle things being red. They're called pinkies. It's something like that. Yeah, yeah. It's there's probably names that we called them back in the day, but I'm not sure what the official name was. I think I want to go with like very much a different color for the robe itself. Maybe let's do with purple. Maybe we just do purple and red and call it a day, honestly. Yeah. Maybe that's what I do. Just purple and red and gold. Should I make this red? Nah, that's too much. That's too much, yeah. I think that's fine. We've made our guy look very colorful and very spiky. And of course, we could always transmogrify the armor to have a very different look if we ever so desired, where we have the stats for one armor, but the appearance of a different one.
I did not think so many would come.
What were
Are
the
they not afraid to
chances
die?
of the gauntlet
They are
being
probably
found?
more afraid of
Oh god, everyone's
losing this
talking at me all at
fight
once.
than dying.
They may deal with Wraith, but against Delos,
We have all these
we will be
all these
on our
subtitles
own.
being thrown at us all simultaneously. So unsurprisingly, there's lore, there's extra trinkets,
One of the scouts told me they
artifacts,
stumbled upon some kind of
NPCs that are talking at
ruin
us,
in the northeast. It is on a rock in the middle of water.
and lots of side quests. Can't say I'm surprised, but lots of side quests nearby. And some extra artifacts just for funsies. In fact, yes,
This is
camp
it.
vendor.
The final battle against the god.
I'm gonna laugh if she has some armor for sale, even though we just spent a bunch of money doing other army things. What's up, Swanny? Got a lot going on. Yeah, sure enough, more armor for sale. Can you believe that shit? And we can't afford it. Of course I'm gonna buy it. I can't upgrade it anytime soon, because we just spent all of our dust particulates. Hopefully to make us look even more cooler. I will buy this formula for some really fancy essence stones. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Which dare are we doing? Unfortunately, I actually don't have any dares left for this game. I'm streaming this game just to eventually beat it. Just because we've come this far. Like we've really I've been streaming this game a lot over the past couple of weeks. Not so much the last 7 days. Not so much the last week because I've been out of town since last Friday. This is my first stream back. But yeah, I'm just looking to beat this game just because we've been at it for a long time. Also, I can't afford this treasure map yet, but that's okay. We can also eventually get some more cosmetic items. Some colors in particular. Actually, she might want to buy some things from us. Anything that is of particular interest. I mean, we have a lot of things for sale, but I tend to usually only sell things that are get a special deal of some kind. Oh shit! I forgot to remove. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I forgot to remove the giveaway. Because yeah, I actually don't have any giveaways for now at least. Although depending on what we stream tomorrow, I might be able to. Because I will probably stream some other things. Oh, looks like I don't actually have. I gotta click back into the game because it didn't minimize. Give me 1 sec. Game, I need you to minimize so I can see the screen. There we go. Yeah, you can tell I haven't streamed in like a week because I'm all out of sorts and I'm getting my sea legs back. There we go. Let's change that. And let me grab this one other thing while I'm here. Bloop. And bloop. There we go. Switch back to the games. We should be good. We should be good now. But yeah, so I don't have any giveaways that we're doing tonight because we're there's other giveaways I would have loved to have done for this game, but we don't have a high enough CCV to accept more dares for this game. So I was able to accept 3. Was hoping to get a 4th, but couldn't quite get it. And actually, I think the dare drop campaign for this game has ended, unfortunately. Were I to wish it, that it would not be the case, that there'd be more dares to be done. They could always do a part 2 at some point, but I think at least for the time being, they're done with this game, as far as the dare drop stuff was concerned. More people to talk to real quick. Hello, passing player. This is my opinion on the subplot. Yeah, we get a lot of those. Just walking by people and you just get
We're trying to
NPC dialogue that just kind of gets thrown at you. That's why I use the phrase people talking at us, not so much talking with us. Street Halo, what's up, Street Halo? Yeah, they're like, I'm going on the memes. I'm gonna go ahead and snag one just for the heck of it. Street Halo just flexing on all of us the fact that they have that many channel points to spare. Like 500 channel points, that's nothing, Street Halo. Episode of the game show. Oh, that's fantastic. It's the, oh, that's wonderful, Game and Browse. And also, Blue Friend, fantastic. Thank you for the heads up on that, Game and Browse. I will watch it. And I will also post it on the Discord server, so everyone can see how very knowledgeable at trivia I am. AM''NT. I think I probably knew like I maybe knew like half of them, half the questions, but there were so many where I was like, oh shit, I got nothing. Or like, you know, somebody on my team would know it. Like, you know, we try for the buzzer. A lot of buzzer beaters. It's a slap fest trying to get the buzzer the quickest. It's cat-like reflexes. There's the blue boy. Yeah, it was just down to who could get the reception quicker, you know, who could get the confirmation quicker. I'm sure there was like, it was down to like milliseconds for a bunch of those. Oh, some lore, by the way.
In a way, my entire life has been
Yeah, Five understands.
I wish that were
Are you talking about like a grammar coup?
In the women and men's eyes. Loss here means oblivion. But worse still, it means an end. To the Knights. To revolution. For centuries to come. Without the Gauntlet Bearer, we would never have made it.
Oh my god, more
this far.
NPC shenanigans.
And victory would remain an impossibility. But I trust them. And this is it. Our last chance to create a world free from oppression. We will win. I know it. We have to.
A lot of exposition being delivered to us to really indicate this is the final area we promised this
I
time.
miss you, sister.
And here's some more.
Every single moment of every single day. Behind every thought of war, there is you. Behind every notion of leadership, there is you. I did not trust you. I did not give you the space to succeed. If I had, well, regrets are a poison for the soul. But they fester in me all the same. In a few hours, I will be at the forefront of a new world. Or, I will have joined you in oblivion. Neither is appealing. But both carry their enticements. I will not apologize. You were right, and I was wrong. The time for regret is over.
It's too big of a
Now
risk.
is the time for action.
They volunteered,
And it is the
but we
one
need to
thing
keep the
I'm
camp
good at.
secure.
I hope they'll be safe.
That's always so weird how NPC dialogue will just kind of get superimposed over these kinds of
Before the sun
voiceovers,
died
of which
fell.
there's many.
The whole squad was excited to get here.
We're all trying to get to it, yeah.
Now half of them are gone.
we're all just trying
Missing
to
or deserted.
jam in all the same
This
time with our
place.
buzzer entries.
This place is a corpse
Raise this thing
land.
up.
Nothing but death and decay. Wraiths are everywhere. Thelos' power burns so brightly here.
Food that
It is
great
hard
for
to
a
look
long
upon.
time.
But leaving is not an option. We are here to stop the rest of the land suffering the same fate as this one. We didn't know what we'd find here. In truth, we found nothing but motivation.
Okay. Yeah, lots of times when I was trying to get to the buzzer, what I was thinking at one point is, because a lot of the times I think me and my cohorts we had the same idea. It's like once you were confident with where you know what the answer is, go for the buzzer, because obviously if you get the question wrong, then you lose the points. Like you get that many points deducted, so it's like, okay, we want to make sure we do it right. But for some of the questions, especially like the lower entry ones, it's like even if you're not 100% sure, go ahead and like try for the buzzer, because the like couple seconds it takes for the person, like the host says, all right team, What's your answer? You know, you have a couple seconds for the brain synapses to continue to fire. Sometimes that's all you need to like think, okay, now I've got it locked in, as opposed to waiting. You know, waiting for the brain activity to arrive at a definitive answer.
I suppose this
We have
has
lots
gone
of side quests available, by the
well.
way.
At least this
Tall
time
and
it's
powerful
not the
koala.
Watcher's fury that
Shit, you know how it is,
separates
but
us.
you know how it is, baby. Always. It's because they had a very nice step stool for me. Aaron had, well, hold on. No, actually, Bo, hold on. Oh, everyone's an Aaron. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, they thought ahead. If they had thought ahead with the accommodations for someone of my stature. Yeah, it just occurred to me. I was like, wait a second, we have multiple Aarons. What the shit? Yeah, it's the penny just dropped. I was like, wait a second, how do I address these two people with the same name? That's illegal. It's a first name in the name book. Yeah, honestly, I bet like in school, Aaron, Koala, this Aaron, because we have two Aarons here. Yeah, I bet like in school, it's anytime there was alphabetical by first name, it's like, yeah, you were at the top. Because you know, I was pretty up there. And like I had a friend named Adam, he'd be pretty up there too. But yeah, you get the Aaron up there. Oh shit, then you are locked in. And because, as we all know, your last name is Baritone, as we all know, obviously, so that's a B. So that means even if there was a second Aaron vying for you, then yeah, you get that letter B pretty unlocked. So you got that shit really in good shape. Is it just me, or is this person's neck extremely lengthened, elongated, even? Like, do thine eyes deceive me? Just dox me like that? Good rule, good internet protocol is to always have the second letter of your screen name be your actual last name. For instance, my actual last name is Super Hobbit, as my first name is Alex, and my middle initial is Q, and that of course is short for Super Hobbit, obviously. Corporate phone book, butt dials. Yeah, I've been butt dialed on a number of occasions, but that's because I'm like in the first page of, well, back in the days of pages of contacts and butt dials. Not so much nowadays with smartphones, but yeah, I know exactly what you mean though. A lot of calls in the corporate phone book. Oh yeah. Same kind of thing here. I'm getting distracted by this person's neck. It's like the dude from that GameStop commercial, where the guy was like, he had a very long neck and he was like, copy that. It was a very weird one. It was for a Modern Warfare commercial, I think. We always had each other's back. Hell yeah.
Especially given how shadow-damned old I've become.
Shadow damned.
Long ago,
It
Physical,
feels
but
like
exactly.
memories
It's not
from
nearly
a
as much of a
different
thing
life.
nowadays.
And now you
Every
will
once in a while, I'll be
challenge a
walking
god.
around and my phone will be in my
Look
pocket,
around.
and I'll
You
hear
brought
my
these
phone
people here.
do button click confirmation
And you will
noises,
remember the
and
fallen.
somehow,
Never asked for this power.
you know, there was an input that was received by my phone while it was in my pocket that like unlocked, maybe it didn't unlock, but opened the screen. And even though I have it locked, there is an emergency phone button, and I've never dialed anything with this, you know, weird pocket dialing thing that has happened. I've never tried a confirmed call, but I've definitely like heard it try to dial things or try to input things.
It still scares me, but
Just call the cell.
fear.
Yeah. Oh, IT didn't
keeps
like it.
me
Oh, really?
focused on
If
my
you've had
goal.
issues with it in the
Everyone
past.
in the sands will be free. Thelos
Usually what
will
I
be
just do
gone.
is, well,
Though I
really,
still
because we
wonder,
don't have like dedicated
is this
desks
right?
You
anymore.
will do the right
A
thing.
lot of us
You
at
always
my,
have.
at my employers,
Back then and now.
for my
If I don't
coworkers,
succeed,
for a lot of us, we
Thelos
work
is
primarily
wrath
from home, but
will
we
be
still come into the
limitless.
office like 1 or 2 days a
And if
week.
you succeed,
So we don't have
it will
dedicated desks
spell
anymore.
a
So yeah, the
future
mobile phone
for this
pretty
world.
much is, you
For
know, the
humanity.
primary means of contact
Go
for
now,
calling
child.
someone at least.
Go and change the world for the better. I always knew you would.
Oh, that was the end of the quest. I was gonna say, it looked like there was actually more to be done.
We found
Kendra
the
got for us.
essential
I am
I think we already
relieved
talked to her,
see you
actually.
here, Gauntlet Bearer. We saw the explosion, but had to keep moving.
You led your troops to victory.
We were well prepared, Here, take this. A small token of my gratitude.
Microsoft
My
Team. Yeah,
scouts
we
can't get
use
close to the central
a
altar.
number of things, and we also
As a
have
matter of some sort.
what is
There are also
basically
two
Skype.
strange
You know, the
beams lighting
Microsoft-owned
sky.
Skype.
from ruins in the
And I
east
think there's
and from a
ways
swamp in the west.
to
When you're there, perhaps you can
like to
check how my
call
troops are
with the
doing.
cell
I hope
phone
they found out more.
somebody on Skype, like, you know, corporate Skype, and have it be through the computer, what's it called, like VoIP, whatever the acronym is. But you're talking into your phone, and or vice versa. You know, you can like call quote unquote someone from the computer, and just use the built-in microphone. We need to talk to Arif, but let's
Do you
hear
know what
the
Thelos is
the
up to?
situation
Not
first.
sure, but there's someone there on the other side.
Pack
of
this
the
shit up and go.
barrier.
Yeah,
Must be Morath.
we've done a lot of that game. We've done a
Someone
lot of
from
that, Aaron.
Bethesda.
Yeah, because we
Thelos has taken him over.
for a good
He's their
while we
vessel.
were like 2 days remote and then 3 days in person, that kind of thing. But yeah, COVID happened, and my employer basically sent out a survey asking like, hey, once COVID is like under wraps, do people want to be full-time in the office, full-time remote, or like hybrid, kind of halvesies? And I'm not privy to the results, but my understanding is that the overwhelming majority responded full-time remote, and my company unfortunately couldn't accommodate that because like some of the top brass, you know, they're kind of old school, they want people in the office, but they realize if they required in the office, a lot of people would just leave. So they're trying to do the half and half approach, but they can't make everyone happy, obviously. There's Dexter dog. Well, I'm gonna get doggy. So it's kind of weird how that all shook out, and it continues to shake out because it's obviously something that's still, you know, still in progress
Did
because
Arif come
the
with you?
COVID thing isn't,
He
you know,
turned
truly
his
done yet. And
desperation about Valerie's death into anger and
it's
fought
kind of
with
an
us.
ever-evolving
He's somewhere in
experiment.
the camp.
I got the puppers, that's
We
right.
should go talk to him.
Go catch up with our
Get
buddy.
going now.
We're counting on you, Gauntlet Bearer.
Got to work from home. Oh, that's good. They didn't require her to go in the office with the really shitty heat. Cause yeah, I while Gracie and I were on vacation, we were in Florida. It was real hot down there, but apparently it was way worse here because yeah, like it was extremely warm. You know, regularly over 100. Heat index of like 108, 110, with obviously full sun because you're in Florida. But yeah, but back here is even hotter. The idea of escaping to Florida to cool down is a wild one. So yeah, I know it's real shitty.
Sadly, if you find all the armor parts, bring them to me. I could reassemble them for you.
Even more armor for me? Hell yeah. Tell me more
What do
about
you
this
know
cool
about
armor.
This armor.
They say the monks were aggressive fighters.
I'm down.
Their armor must focus on mobility,
It's this good
allowing you
dog.
to make more powerful attacks.
Where can I find this shit?
The monks used to live in the swamp.
Ah,
They must have
swamp
hidden the
monk
paths
armor. Hell
well,
yeah.
in chests or under the ground.
Under the go run. I like that typo. I like that.
Let me find these.
I will look for them under the go run.
What were the chances?
Is there anything else? We know there's lots of side quests around here. Not terribly surprising. You know, I was thinking about that
After all,
just with the heat wave
brief search for Valerie.
that was happening last week. I think for a lot of us it's finally broken because it's not quite as bad today. Yesterday was pretty hot, but today hasn't been quite as bad. We actually got some rain here in St. Louis, which was very welcome.
You are here.
But yeah, I was thinking about that because like, yeah, for people that if there's an option to work from home or an option to not go out, that's great. And of course for some places, you know, sanitation workers, people that have to pick up garbage or recycling, or people that work construction or deliver mail, like there's so many lines of work where that's not an option. I mean, man, that shit's medieval when it's that hot and that
I
dangerous.
know we always haven't seen eye to eye.
Greetings, my friend.
It is nice seeing everyone here.
Some kind of work from
Seeing you
yeah.
here.
I know this is
Even
where
if you
I
have to
must
like,
be, but
if you
I
can
am
work
just
indoors, just the fact of driving,
desperate.
you know, from place to place, or you know,
over.
driving to
My
your spot,
is over.
or if where you're working doesn't have
Valerie
the
didn't
best
deserve this.
AC, or worse
I
yet,
just
doesn't even
hope we see
have
her
AC. I
again
mean,
in the
yeah, that shit's
afterlife.
There
dangerous.
was never the right moment before, but there is something
Treasure map,
I
nice.
need to tell you. My powers let me see echoes of her past.
Over
traces.
100, yeah.
I heard her
I
speak.
saw that, man.
One thing stood out to me. She would never cease fighting. She knew of the gauntlet's importance, She was determined to bring change until
I think we're the ones talking. I can't. I don't see my guy.
About her.
Yeah, I see my guy's
This
head
needs to
nodding, so I
live
think
on
that's
with
us
the
talking.
Knights. With us.
I can't truly fathom the powers the two of you have been blessed. Or rather,
It's good
cursed with,
doggy.
but I thank you for telling me. For
Good
understanding her.
poppers.
It's the least I can do.
Oh, good talk. But no, I was thinking about that, Koala, because I remember first seeing screenshots of people like taking screenshots from their phone of the weather apps and posting it on social media, being like, "Yo, this shit's baller," or not baller, bananas. The opposite of baller, the anti-baller. And I remember being like, "There's no way 123, 128 degree heat indexes, like that can't be real, right?" And I would like, I'd keep scrolling, I'd see another friend post something similar, and I go, "No fucking way!" And like, you almost just don't believe it, but. So many people were posting this. There's just, it was not a fluke. Everybody was confirming it really was that bad. Yeah, that bad apparently. Like I said, it was hot when we were in Florida, but it does not begin to hold a candle to what was happening here in the Midwest at least, and probably other parts of the country too, for that matter. I'm definitely excited about this armor, by the way. So I definitely want to find that. Rite of the Mire, hell yeah, that sounds dope as hell. Dope as AF. Let's go fight some shit, because I have not played a video game, much less this video game, in a hot minute. I hope I remember how to, and I hope I won't embarrass myself too poorly. Go ahead and save. Yes, I will overwrite the save. Mr. Meerkat, opposite of baller is boober. Well, boobers are pretty good too, though. You know, being a baller is pretty cool. But most of us can agree that boobers are also good. You know, also neat. Like I was talking to someone about that very situation not too long ago. It's like, yeah, even someone who might not be of the persuasion of being into boobs will still be like, yeah, hell yeah, those things are great. From Toronto, greetings. The entire city of Toronto is in the chat. Mr. Meerkat's good to see you. I can smell the maple already. Does this give me... Ooh, is it a platforming challenge? It might be. Hot in the summers, cold in the winter. It's pretty wild. Yeah, there's the unfortunate, you know, sort of pessimistic, kind of cynical view that I fear is not going to be all that pessimistic nor cynical. That says like, wow, this is one of the worst summers we've ever had, like one of the hottest summers on record. And in 20, 30 years from now, people will look back on the summer and go, wow, that was one of the coolest summers we'd had in multiple decades. Man, 2023 was great. The implication being that, like, it's going to get so much worse. I sure hope that it won't, but it is a valid concern, a valid anxiety to have of, like, oh dear God, what else awaits? What other nightmares could this lead to? Because, yeah, I mean, honestly, last winter wasn't too bad here in St. Louis, at least, but, yeah, other places not so much. What's our reward? Kind of like New York City. I've heard Toronto's pretty cool. I've heard it's pretty cool. I've also heard, yeah, it's not like overly foreign feeling. I have some family that live in Vancouver, and Vancouver, of course, is very, very far west. And the further west you go, the more kind of American, I mean, of course, it is North America, but the more familiar it feels to United States people, because it's mostly English speaking. It's like, it's not that like weird feeling. Yeah, you know, you go further east, you get more French speaking, and it starts to feel like, you know, truly a more unique place. We got the mood swing weather, yeah, absolutely. Oh, that's right, Aaron, yeah, Game and Browse. Sorry, we have two Aarons in the chat. Game and Browse, him and his wife, they did a cool road trip to Canada pretty recently. It was also Toronto, right? Anti-radiation. Oh, I'm sad. Take a trip up there, yeah. It sounds amazing, and I know, Meerkat, you were saying you were meeting up with some homies, right? Meet up with some cool homies. It sounds like an awesome time, bud. And this is a separate thing? Oh, this is a platforming challenge, or a follow the path challenge. We'll follow the path. Got some recommendations. I'm pretty sure I've been to Toronto. I think I've been to Toronto. I think I've been to Quebec, but it would have been when I was the weeest of wee lads. Even more wee than I am now, if you even thought that was possible. When I was a child. Because I've been to Canada twice. First time would have been when I was itsy bitsy, teensy tiny, like, I don't know, 7 years old, somewhere around there. But the most recent time, I think I was 18, because it was right before I graduated high school. And both times it was to visit family. Basically have a, let's see if I can grab onto this thing. Nope. I have a kind of a group of family members, some cousins, some aunts, some uncles, because my great aunt and great uncle in the would have been the 70s expatriated to Canada to protest the Vietnam War, and you know, had kids, kind of set up some roots, and those kids, you know, made families, you know, got married and had kids of their own, and now I've kind of like got this cluster of cousins and aunts and uncles that all live out there. And there it is. What's our reward?
You will be free. Everyone will be free from Thelos.
Some long time. Oh, that sounds awesome, Meerkat. I'm so excited for you. Do you have like group photos you'd be comfortable sharing? And I don't mean to like, I don't want to get into your business. Obviously, I don't want to stick my nose where it doesn't belong. I don't want to stick things in holes that are not welcome. But yeah, if you got like any group photos or anything, I'd love to see it, man. That kind of stuff is so fun. Got lots of poutine. There you go. There you go, bud. Hugs, some drinky shenanigans, pictures. That's what's up, baby. That's what I like to hear.
There is something written
Every single restaurant. I've never had poutine, actually.
For Felix. His voice forever echoes through these valleys and over all mountaintops.
Meerkat says, I shall be sharing. That's what's up, baby.
But memories of him will never fade.
I do not know who he is.
There's good
His
doggies.
people seem to have loved him.
Dexter Dog was staying with my dad while I was out of town. While Grace and I were out of town. And my dad's always so funny because my dad, like myself, is very much a dog person. And
There is something
I always
written
see
on
it
the
as
tombstone.
my dad
It reads,
is doing me a huge favor by watching Dexter, because my dog is old.
His voice
He needs
forever echoes
medicine.
through these valleys
You know, he gets a
and
couple of
over
medicine
all
things per day.
His
You know,
footprints
once in the morning, once in
sand
the
will
evening. So a
vanish,
couple rounds of
but
medicine.
memories of him
And he's
will never fade.
mostly blind. His
I
hearing's
do
probably
not
not that
know
good,
who
honestly.
he
He's
is,
kind of slow to move around.
but his
So, you know,
people
the idea of
seem
leaving
to
it
have
at a boarding place, you know, it stresses me. Yeah, it makes me stressed out because it would make Dexter stressed out.
For Felix, his footprints in
As you know, other dogs, other smells, other noises. I know it just make him stressed out. But he knows my dad. You know, he's known my dad and myself at about around the same amount of time over the years, because he was my sister's dog originally. So you know, he kind of got to know all of us at around the same time. And so he knows my dad already. He already knows the house because he's been there a bunch of times. Oh, thank you, Backblaze. Backblaze keeps trying to tell me that my application is out of date. It minimized the game very helpfully for me. But then I'll run the check update. Like I'll manually install the update off the website, and then I'll run the check for updates utility, and it says, "Yep, all good." But it continues to insist that nope, your application is out of date. It's being weird. But anyway, yeah, my dad's always a good sport about it, because Dexter, like I said, he's a small little dog. He's an old man, has a lot of needs. My dad's always a good sport, and whenever I talk to him, you know, without any prompting, he will ask, like, "Oh, are you guys taking any trips? I'd love to watch Dexter sometime," because he loves little doggy man. He loves getting to watch Dexter. He's always been a good sport about these kinds of things and helping me out, because again, you know, it's clearly helping me out more than anything, helping me and Dexter. But he always sees it as like, "Oh no, I get the opportunity to watch the little doggy," because he likes the little dog mans, and who can blame him? But no, it's always so much nicer than leaving him. And it's not like I don't trust the boarding places, that kind of thing. It's not like I don't trust them, because they're professionals. They know how to do it. But the idea of Dexter being comfortable and with someone he knows, and with familiar smells, familiar places, it's just much easier for me. So, and it's like a 30-minute drive. It's not too far from my place, so it's a pretty good setup. Poutine puts meat on the bones, like a good 4 billion calorie meal. Maybe it's, yeah, I mean, I've never had it before. Maybe it's for the best for my waistline. I don't have it. I'm not a huge gravy guy. You know, when I do like biscuits and gravy, I like to do my gravy on the side. And I know one of the main draws of poutine is the gravy aspect. So I don't know. I'd probably do my gravy on the side for my poutine. I do like me some French fries or various potatoy things. But I've just heard that poutine really is its own special thing. It actually gets a private suite. Oh, that's right. Some of the Kindle places get their own like little private areas. That's a good point too. It's not like he'd be in like some kind of, you know, commons area, like a dog pen, just surrounded by other fellas, other little doggy buddies. We could get one of the like cool private suites for him. So it's not like there's just no options.
But a lot recently to a lot of different folks.
It's very reassuring knowing that my dad's always like
This one's the hardest.
so like extremely enthusiastic to watch him.
When the knights needed me the most, when Kendra needed me, I ran. Not in fear.
22. Wow, Meerkat, that's amazing.
But you.
When you're, I'm sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, I bet you're nice and
You
sore
never ran.
from all that walkings. Good exercise though, man. Good exercise. Good
I
socializing.
wasn't there to see it through.
Good for the body, mind, and soul. That's what's up,
For what it's
man.
worth, I'm going to change things.
Little senior doggy room.
Here,
Oh, that's nice. Oh, that's
We're
really
closer now
sweet.
to our
That's really
goal than
sweet,
ever
lady. So,
before.
like you
I
said, there's obviously options out there. It's not like Dexter be living in
to see it
squalor while we're gone. So,
Me
I'm
and
sure these
Kendra, we
places do
balance each
okay.
other
It's
out.
definitely not a
And
trust thing.
that's
It's very
why
much
we're
a.
going to win.
I like the idea
For
of
you.
him being with
everyone.
someone that he really knows and is
have
cozy with.
to.
And it was fun because when I went to drop him off, of course we just kind of hung out for a bit before I left. I wasn't gonna just drop Dexter off and leave. It's good to just kind of chat and hang out for a bit. And we're there for maybe 5 minutes, and Dexter on his own just goes over to his little spot and curls up and falls asleep, just nice and stress-free. And I was like, this is what's up, man. This is why we like to bring him here. And I'm always grateful to my dad for. Well, grateful to my dad for being, my dad, but also for watching Dexter and being such a good sport about it. Can we do an MSP match? Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, if you got one, Meerkat, I am glad to have it. Because, yeah, last couple times, the timing was a little bit off, unfortunately. So we, of course, are near a watchtower. I'm not going to do that just yet. I kind of want to fuck around and find out a little bit more. I'd like to get this armor as well. If there are opportunities to do so. We kind of skipped by a number of things to get here because we were following one of those platforming challenges. And this is one of those games where there's just no way we can do a 100% playthrough. There's just no way. There's just too much crap to do, too many things to potentially miss. And I don't want to, be playing this game for hundreds and hundreds of hours, but I'm trying to, do a pretty good job of getting a good grasp of the content in the game, get a good feel for it, and explore things that catch my eye, like these little platform hidden off the cliffs of an area like this. I think, oh, could there be something down here, some kind of cool secret? Sometimes a cool secret like this might have an essence stone that might really be helpful, and even better, might be super helpful in a boss battle that has very specific circumstances. Like last time, we were fighting a boss that had a bunch of summoned friends always on deck, like always around you. And we had a number of essence stones that became more empowered when there were more enemies nearby. So sometimes the more essence stones means more variety with the builds you can do. And that's one of the best things about this game is the variety in builds you can make. Yeah, and we can't forget about the overlapping NPC conversations. And by conversations, I mean, they're like talking at you, just expositioning to your character. As we smile and nod. Just nod and wave, boys. Or smile and wave, I guess. So I got excited. I thought it was a Fuddrucker. So I saw the name and it caught my eye. But I did not recognize it. But no, there was a number of things that caught my eye. There was the Fuddpuckers, and then there was also Whataburger. Jet, of course, is a huge Whataburger devotee. And I hate to say it, but we actually didn't get a chance to actually eat there. There actually wasn't a Whataburger near where we were staying. So we drove by one a couple times, but each time it was like after we'd already eaten dinner or, in a situation where there just wasn't like an opportunity for it.
What are you doing here?
We are on lookout duty and report enemy movement. Means we're standing around doing nothing. We're considering moving deeper into the desert.
The beaches
and
were
making
real
ourselves
chill
useful.
at Destin, though. It was really
We want
nice.
to fight.
The water was exceptionally warm.
We've had training and
Like
should put our
unnervingly
skills to
warm
use.
for
We
obvious
can kill
reasons.
every last
But like the
wraith we
waves
come
were like pretty
across.
chill. Like the waves were like kind of fun to play in, but not super aggressive. A lot of dead jellyfish. I think it was just the timing of when we were there. Obviously, it's not always that way, but a lot of dead jellyfish to kind of like step around, but nothing that was ever alive or scary. It might have been. It might have been the very same. Yeah, because we would have seen it all en route from the airport. So that's probably the exact one we saw. Lookout duty is important.
Understand. You are our eyes and ears.
Well,
No pressure.
maybe you're right. We'd really like to fight. But if you think we are
McGuire's
important
pub?
as lookouts,
Yes,
You
we
should
did
ask
see
Captain
McGuire's.
if he
Yeah, we
thinks
didn't
this is
eat
right.
there, but yeah, it was yeah, it was a pub. I think it was a first name too, right? It wasn't Jerry Maguire. But it was some other kind of Maguire. Or no, I think maybe there was a few different Maguire named restaurants, but I think we did see McGuire's pub. I'm trying to think of some of like the more noteworthy things. But again, since we didn't really do a whole lot around Destin proper, we did go to the boardwalk. We did go like to the harbor kind of boardwalk area, did some of that kind of touristy stuff, and drove by a bunch of like the super colorful buildings and the arcades and go-kart stuff, more kind of family-oriented stuff. Because the majority of our time was spent more closer to Seaside. The 30A kind of stretch of, I really wouldn't call it a highway, but the stretch of road called 30A. Very scenic and very pretty.
Where can I
find
your
El
captain?
Capitan? What's up, Puzzle? Vacation was fun. We were just kind of telling stories about it.
Where can I find your?
Okay, so he just sits back at the camp. Nothing else then. Actually, what training did you get?
we grew up as
Group was nice, very nice. And then became lookouts, and that was it. Very good. Go back, because there was a couple of things to snag that we kind of flew by. In our haste to complete objectives and such. Kind of hard to see too far into the future with that big ass fog from the Watts Tower taking up all that space. That was another one. Yeah, we actually heard about Okaloosa because we were doing some research about where to stay before we, committed to Seaside. Okaloosa was one, or Okaloosa was one that came up and was recommended by a couple folks. There was a few others. There was I'm trying to remember the guy's name, or the person's name. It was like Saint something names Island is also kind of in that little nook around the Gulf. That was also recommended to us, so if we ever get the Florida itch, we got some other places to try out. Gracie had like I kind of said earlier, she had a childhood where she and her family, her and her parents would go to Sanibel a lot, so that's like a really special place to her. And we went to Sanibel once, and it was really cool. The only downside about Sanibel is that it's like so touristy and so built up. It's really hard to like get to the beach. It's hard to like find parking. Everything is so charged by the hour. Everything is just so like, it's built very heavily into the infrastructure, where tourism is it's kind of hard, it's impossible to escape, and it gets very expensive very quickly, because again, they charge parking like out the butthole by the hour. It's pretty rough, and I can't say blame them. I mean, it's again, I get that tourism money, I get it, but whew, it was a lot. So here it was nice to just park the car, find a space, park the car, and just walk to the beach. No parking fees, none of that nonsense. There was limited parking, but still. And also where we were staying was pretty close to a beach as well, so it was much more doable.
If we want to win.
These rookies wouldn't last
Get that
long.
New Jersey itch. I have never been to Jersey. I've never been to Jersey.
They are doing their
I've only
part.
been to New York
We can
once,
only
so
advance
I've
when we know
had
what
very little
Thelos is up
exposure to
to.
the East Coast.
They are vital for us.
So yeah, I don't know about like a specific itch to go to Jersey, but there's people in Jersey that would be real cool to see in person.
That their work is important.
Yeah, Destin was a big one for you, Game of Bros. Yeah, that's awesome. That's for the honeymoon. Yeah, dude, I totally get it. I totally get it when it comes to picking like a honeymoon that is a honeymoon destination that is special. In our case, we got married in Hawaii and then kind of like had a built-in honeymoon also in Hawaii, and that is a special place for us. This is where we got engaged. It's where some of her family lives, some of Gracie's family lives, and it's like you probably heard me say it at the start of the stream. It's just a very special place. It's a very unique place with its own culture and kind of its own thing going on. Yes, it's part of the Union, but it really is. It feels like you're kind of in a foreign, faraway place, and it is foreign and it is far away. But at the same time, it was kind of a built-in honeymoon, but we didn't really do like a specific getaway for a honeymoon. So maybe we could still do something weird, because I've heard people say you want to do it big when you do a honeymoon, because if you do it right, You know, all things considered, it should be the kind of thing you only do once. You know, probably at least. Unless you renew your vows, of course, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, generally speaking, you know, there's only one chance to do a first honeymoon. So if you want it to be somewhere weird and unique and special, you got to do it big. So as nice as Hawaii was, it was a place we're already familiar with. Maybe doing something weird and in a completely strange place would also be kind of nice. So we'll see. We might do something special elsewhere eventually. There's really no wrong way to do it, though. You know, it really is dependent on what the couple wants. You know, that kind of thing. First time doing combat in this game since last week, and well, it's like riding a bicycle. In this particular case, it's like punching a bicycle, and the bicycle is made of sand. The bicycle is sand demons. Ba-ba-bum. Have a good night, Five Finger. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Always nice getting to chat with you. Yes, that's the exact individual. There's a few individuals, some of whom are in the chat right now as we speak. But yeah, there's I think Gracie also might have a friend or two that kind of live in that, if not directly in Jersey. I think she's got like a few connections to the East Coast that she'd like to visit at some point. She also has an uncle that lives in New York. So yes, we got some folks. We got some folks in that little region of the world that'd be cool to see. I could think of worse places and worse excuses. So I was gonna say, I'm really trying to take care of these guys because they will heal and assist our buddy, which is not cool. I'm gonna not give this guy assistance. What I'd rather do is punch everything. Punch everything this guy has to offer. Gonna go to Hawaii next year. Oh, that's awesome, Aaron. Hell yeah. Can I be nosy and ask which island? Because of course, Maui has been all over the news lately for, you know, very upsetting reasons. You know, that wildfire really fucked shit up, and it looks really very unpleasant. But I can tell you, if you're looking for recommendations, my personal favorite is the island of Kauai. And I have a lot of experience to make that judgment call because it's the only island I've been to. It's the only island I've been to, but it is my favorite one. The reason that's the one we've been to is because that's where that's where some of Grace's family lives. Big punchies. Oh, did it respawn? Oh, respawn the little fellas. I don't want the little fellas. Ouch. Ouch. Trying to get this guy out of here because he's healing my friend. Not my friend, my anti-friend. Good freeze right there. Got our meter pretty well charged up. I kind of want to keep it because it means we're doing big damage. Actually, I should be doing this. Oh, you fucked up now, son. Look at that, big dammies. Big dammy dams. Alright, there's a lot of stuff on screen right now. So many big dammy dams. Let's throw one of these. I don't remember what this does. All I know is it makes them purple and sad. This will finish him off. Oh, I just turned invisible. And he's dead. I turned invisible for a little bit there. That was kind of cool. What do you snort it for $50? Crushed up popcorn ceiling scrape. Oh, the popcorn ceiling stuff. Yes, yes. That's gonna be a no for me, dog. Mr. Meerkat. $50. I mean, $50. You could do a lot with $50. That's like a new video game right there. Going to Oahu. That does sound amazing, honestly. At some point, it would be nice to explore the other islands, but you know, we got family right there in can't summon Smurfos. That's kind of nice. We got family right there in Kauai, so that's like a really big thing, which is nice. For one thing, not even from the perspective of like a place to or like, you know, people to stay with, because although we have family, we don't like to impose. We still like to kind of have our own place. So renting a spot is still, you know, the main strat. But it's just nice to have like sightseeing and you know, doing our own thing, but also mixed in with getting a chance to see people that we never get to see otherwise, because, you know, they live so far away. The particular family we have out there, they come to the States every once in a while, but it's pretty infrequent. So that's just a big one for us. But I mean, honestly, it probably would be fairly trivial to just, yeah, book a flight that goes from Kauai to maybe the Big Island, or to Honolulu, or Oahu for that matter. There's really no reason not to. So maybe one of these years we'll actually get to explore some other islands just for the heck of it, even if it's just for a day or two, you know. Might as well. Oh, lots of lasers. Whoa. Oh, that's a lot of lasers. Ouch. Trying to avoid them lasers. I'm also trying to not get fucked by this heckin' quicksand, man. Damn it! You just spammed lasers, bro. I guess I'll just chill here for a second. Can I still slap this guy from afar? Sure can. Oh, I rolled into him. Heck. Oh, please, no more lasers. What did I just say about no more lasers? I thought we had an agreement. Can I stun him? Oh, that's the wrong... Oh, I don't have the right thing equipped anymore. Because, yeah, I wanted the thing that let me stun them and interrupt their shit. I know what he's doing. I don't like it. I'm in this photo and I don't like it. Oh, I can't move. Get up. Quicksand is real slow to move through. I know a lot of us have seen the... Oh, shit, I don't know if I can interrupt this long enough. A lot of us have seen the thing online where we talk about how children's television from back in the day, oh god, you know, various cartoon programs from way back when informed us that quicksand was going to be a lot more of a problem than it ended up being in real life. Like, so many characters in TV shows would get got by quicksand, and it was always so scary. But I've never got to encounter it in real life, and I think that's pretty okay with me. This guy is extremely hard to fight right now, because I like, can't really get up close without immediately sinking back down. He's making more friends. Now this is... Oh, I can stand on this, though. Okay, that's helpful. Add more lasers. He's out of there. No more lasers. Please. Please and thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna go and spin this on the tail. Oh, it didn't actually kill the tail. It killed a different part of his armor. Range of that is enormous. It's like I'm constantly just losing altitude whenever I fight this guy. And whenever I do the kind of the extra right-click maneuvers, it brings me even closer to the ground. At least the tail is taken care of now. Except we summon more friends. Crap. Get out of here. Just learned you cannot dodge when you're actively stuck in the quicksand. He's out of there. This other guy, because he's going to be a laser and fool. He's a laser and fool. He's also a dead and fool. God, that's loud sometimes. Big clanks. Clanky noises. I gotta get out of there. Whoop. Get down a little bit. Meters. Oh, Jesus. Break that chest plate real quick. There we go. Much better. Kind of a delayed reaction with that one. Oh, that killed him. Oh, I didn't think it was gonna kill him. Thought I still had a couple more pieces left to go. Yeah. I'm a foodie. Yes, yes. There's some really nice kinds of food and some extra special things that really are best in Hawaii, or some of those like you said, kind of Asian island places that are really hard to get elsewhere. I mean, one of my favorite things is the various kinds of fruit bowls like acai bowls, which you can get here in the mainland, but it's usually going to be the frozen packets, which is still good, but not nearly as good as like the really fresh stuff because it grows naturally out there, so you get the fresh goodies. And as somebody who is lactose intolerant, that kind of thing is an extra nice not frozen, but chilled sweet treat that tickles the brain in the same way that ice cream does, but I can eat it without my butt exploding, so it has many nice perks to it. And the kind of barbecue they do, I think it's called Kahlua, or Kolua, I think. There's the alcohol, which is I think called Kahlua.
It fills me with shame.
I think it's pronounced differently, but there's a style of barbecue that is really nice, that is pretty prevalent out there, which is really good. And of course, lots of poke bowls, which is always fantastic. That kind of thing is very prevalent. Just seafood in general, fantastic stuff. Oddly enough, some of my favorite places that we went to while Grace and I were in Florida this past week, some of my favorite places were very specifically Hawaii inspired, which is kind of fun. Making some White Russians. That's actually one of Gracie's favorite kind of alcohol things. Neither of us are huge drinkers, but yeah, her and her dad both really enjoyed like White Russians or chocolate White Russians with Kahlua, which that was like one of like a thing they would always bond over, and watching what is it, The Great Lebowski. That was always a big one for both of them. It's a fun thing to bond over. Can't do this anymore. Do you feel like you had too many, or like you got like just kind of got sick of them over time? You were overexposed. Oh, just kind of had some not good time. Gotcha. Yeah, I have a couple buddies that that's how they are with tequila. They had like bad experience with tequila once or twice, and it kind of soured the experience for them, which is a shame because you can do some cool beverages, you can do some cool stuff with tequila, but at the same time, I had a really bad food poisoning experience with sushi when I was just out of college, and yeah, that same kind of thing. It kind of ruined it for me. I've had sushi, I've had raw fish since then. I've had poke bowls, but it's always kind of been in the back of my mind, and it was bad enough where yeah, it did kind of spoiled it for me a little bit. Kind of soiled the experience. Which is a shame because sushi is really nice, and you can do some really cool stuff with it. Same with poke bowls. You can do some really neat stuff with it, but once the heart's just not in it anymore, that's just how it goes. Ouch. See, I know I can freeze him. Give me a chance to fuck with this guy for a little bit. I see you flying around. Think you're being so cool. Going from tree to tree, all wimbly bimbly. Just dropping a bunch of landmines everywhere. Should freeze him. Can I do one of these? I have to lock on first, so I really can't reach him. I need you to get down so I can punch you, bro. The problem is he gets stuck so high up, and I just can't reach him. Yeah, I can't reach with that like lunging attack either. Be really cool if you would come down here, bro. I couldn't quite get that one. Just see if I can jump from this thing, maybe. Usually what this guy does is... Oh, shit. Oh, crap. Now I'm even farther away. Usually he'll, like, kind of slowly come towards you, but he's just fine to just try to snipe me from afar. We just despawned anyway. Some wildlife. I could come back for that guy a little bit, because that guy's really hard to fight right now. What I really ought to do is change my loadout slightly. Water drunk, pants shitted. I'm a fan of step 1, wake up. Step 2, take a shit. Step 3, get out of bed. But bartending to myself, it went dark. Oh no. Oh no, it was real bad. Oh, I'm sorry. That sounds very unpleasant, Aaron. Yeah, I don't blame you one bit for being like, man, this was not a good time. I had to wait till the day after. Yeah, that rough, that unpleasant. Yeah, I'm sorry it was a not good time for you, bud. but it interrupts and it damages. Maybe I just need to just bite the bullet and just be locking on more often with that ability. I should get rid of this one because that one's not very helpful right now. It's not much of a drinker. Yeah, I don't drink at all myself, so I get the feeling of just not being in, not being hugely into it. Not being hugely excited by the idea. It doesn't excite me personally, but I mean, I'm not like bothered by the people that choose to drink. It's a fun, positive thing for lots of people. So it's not like a thing that like makes me uncomfortable. Just not my own kind of thing personally. The little projectiles. I'm trying to remember what we had previously. Counterattack, damage to airborne foes. Let's just do the one that just says just do more damage, more dammy dams. I think I will keep that one. So that one's already fully upgraded. Or, I don't know, should I switch to a different one? Small chance to crystallize the foes. We can make it more gooder. Kind of expensive, though. And I want to save that for the armor. Getting the armor increased. Increases cooldowns of things, which is nice. Like, I haven't been using them all that often, though. Already have that one. Yeah, those are the tier 2s after that. Increases defense, increases defense, momentum generated. Small chance. Weapon hits have a small chance to crystallize your foe. I'm not sure what small chance versus increased chance looks like. And that was a reason. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that it kind of soured, drinking in general, because for plenty of people, like I was saying, for plenty of people, drinking can be like a very positive and fun thing. So I don't want to make it any. When I say I don't drink, I don't want to make it sound like I think it's like a bad thing or like I think I'm above it. Oh, I'm so fancy. It's perfectly understandable for people to be into it. But also, personally, I get why some people are not into it because that's just kind of how I feel about it. Yeah, that's moderate. I think I will. Maybe I will stick with the increased momentum generation because it is quite nice. It's the damage dealt. Yeah, I do like this one. I like little orbital things. Those are pretty cool. Yes, I think I will stick with those. I think I will stalk the wildlife for a bit, see if they can lead me to some treasures. Sometimes they'll lead us to some fun stuff. Tuck me in for Betty by Meerkat. I'll be right there, fam. I'll be right there. Actually, I'm gonna have to step away to take Dexter outside in a little bit here. So when I step away, Meerkat, I will quickly sprint into Toronto, and then I'll sprint back to St. Louis, and the quickest of pathfindings. Hard to be above it when you're under the table. Yeah, what you were describing sounds pretty rough, especially like how it took the next day to fully recover. Maybe like a Japanese beer. That sounds pretty cozy. That sounds pretty chill. Just not the hard stuff. See, I understand the hard stuff can definitely be a lot. Looking at the animals, but no one's doing little glowy things. I'll give this other guy a wide berth. Let's go to the other areas. So usually you want to watch to see if the animals get that little glowy effect. And someday might lead you to something cool. Usually treasure maps, that kind of thing. Yeah, I know there's some really cool importable, like imported alcohol, imported beer, that kind of thing. You can sometimes get at the Asian supermarkets around here, around St. Louis. Our old roommate, she's a big fan of I think it's a South Korean beer. I think it's beer. You can sometimes find in those import places. So we're pretty fortunate. We have a lot of really cool Asian supermarkets here in St. Louis that are pretty, like, impressively sized and have a really cool selection. So we're quite fortunate in that regard. None of these animals have anything, man. They're not doing shit for us, dude. I was hoping they'd bring us some cool stuff, but they're just kind of lollygagging. That's okay. They can't all be bangers. They can't all be zingers. Making some weird noises. I feel like by now they would have done their thing. Get something from United Provisions, yeah. The Asian supermarkets, as well as, I think it's called, is it World Foods or Global Food? I think it's Global Foods. They also have like a really cool selection from lots of different countries, not just of, you know, from Asian countries, but from various parts of Europe. They have, yeah, of course, they have beer, they have snacks, they have like tea and coffee, just lots of different cool stuff from countries all over, which is really impressive. Their selections is really nice. It's a little bit far to drive to, because I think the closest one to us is in Kirkwood. It's a little bit far out, but it's worth it. Nice place to just kind of browse. See another anvil to snipe. I'll go ahead and snag that while we're in this little vicinity. A big scary looking door that I'm sure can't open anytime soon. But that looks like our next major destination, if I had to guess. Go and punch the anvil. Wakey, wakey.
The land was not always like this. Silas demanded essence. Once it was harvested, the land began to decay, to die. The price of his eternal power, devastation.
Yeah, this dog, yeah, my lap. So when in Kirkwood, I don't know about United Provisions, but there is a, again, I want to say it's called Global Foods. I think that's where that is. Or maybe it's near Kirkwood. Maybe I'm getting my wires crossed. Oh, that is pretty cool. I like the skull mask thing. So I can do the first path of the upgrade. Apparently there's even another armor after that. If you work in that little area, yeah, get some Japanese snacks, that's what's up, yeah. Yeah, not so much the Asian supermarket. The Asian supermarkets we go to are in they're off of Olive. I never upgraded this one. Sure, I'll go for that one too. Oh, well, that one's not super helpful either. But yeah, the Asian supermarkets are off of Olive Boulevard. There's a couple of them that are super good. They're not too far off from where I used to live. Which is pretty nice. So they're a little bit farther out than they used to be, for me at least, but still they're not super far. But yeah, there's at least a few locations for the Global Foods place that are really nice. Cutscene time?
The door seems to be protected. We need to lift the spell before we can open it.
A double barrier.
This dog.
Thelos is getting nervous.
Good. This dog get my lap. Task Force leader, you must be the main person.
Curious. Maybe I'll research these things when the fighting has ended.
We've got lots of overlapping NPC conversations once again. Well, they're all very sad and or injured.
What will you do when all this is over?
Maybe retire, buy a farm, a few moose. Live quietly.
Sounds nice.
I'm gonna retire and buy a moose. That's a pretty reasonable.
Tried to scale the gate. His leg is broken. He
Oh,
can't
that's
go
what
any
happened.
further.
Ooh, that one's real far away. Hopefully they give us a nice generous timer for this one. Yeah, sweet little doggy, that's right. He is a puppy. He is a 14-and-a-half-year-old puppy, but a puppy no less. Let's see, that should be enough to pop that one guy. That will probably not have time to reach that thingy before it resets. Actually, maybe. Maybe I'll be able to get it. Well, there is a heaver, which I think we've already fought. I think we've already fought heavers before, so they're not anything new. Find that thing in time. I don't know. That's pretty up there. Golden is too big for your lap. Does that not stop your doggy though? Because some doggies, Goldens in particular, are going to be like, no, that's a you problem. Me being too big for your lap, too bad. And they'll still try. It's not going to stop them from trying. Sounds like a skill issue. Because I'm still going to do my thing. Oh, I think I was a little bit... Yeah, I was a little bit too slow. That's a shame. Almost. All doggos are... Yes, correct. All doggos are puppers. And of course, my doggy is... He's a Maltese, so he's extra teensy tiny. So he's a... I mean, he pretty much topped out at his, like, overall size when he was... You know... A month old, probably. So he never got much bigger after a certain point. So he's kind of permanently puppy-sized. Doesn't exactly have the puppy energy. He's a pretty sleepy boy. But he's a good boy. I can confirm that much. You want to fight that heaver. See what kinds of things he's guarding. Because you know he's got something over there, man. He's up to something. I think he was guarding a treasure chest. First. Punch that thing. One more. Punch. It's a soarer over here. Is that one of the... That's the... Yeah, the bipedal fella. These guys are... Like, fairly chill as far as things to fight in this game go. Ouch. Ouch. I say as I get fucking comboed. Ouch. We fought these guys once before, and they're actually, like, pretty fun to fight. I want to take out your little snipey boys first, because they're going to continue to snipe and be very not nice. Ouch. Ouch. Or I've gotten hit by 100% of those things. Ouch. Man, my timing is doing real good here. There we go, I got a few of them. Ouch. There we go, there's a time stop there. Oh, big damage. Oh, he's gonna be so sad now. I can already feel his sadness. Of course, I took a couple hits there, but big damage. He's getting smacked around. I got stuck in the corner there, so there's actually one of those hits I wanted to get hit by. Let's go ahead and finish this thing. I don't like being in this corner for too long. Don't want to overstay my welcome. Oh, did it spawn a reward inside the wall? Oh god, well that's awkward. If I leave and come back, it might spawn back up top. Or something. I don't think it'll be screwed up, you know, I don't think I'm screwed out of that permanently. But that is not exactly ideal. I could tell it was kind of weird though, like I was stuck in that little corner for part of that fight and I wondered if that was going to be not good for me. If I come back later, it'll hopefully have fixed itself, or maybe I have to fight him again or something. I guess I can just press the button. I'm like pressing and holding, but there's no prompt. Yeah. We're just SOL. That's okay. So a couple more things I'm gonna snag out real quick. For one thing, I see what I'm assuming is going to be just a treasure chest for us. We're not breaking those chains like we are anymore, not like last time. We had to break like a bunch of these things. What's that platforming challenge? Actually, what I also see is one of these. I'm going to grab this trinket real quick, and then I'll go back and do the platforming challenge. Look at this Baba Yaga looking hut right here. All kinds of bones and And a padlock on top for some reason. This is very, very ominous. Where that by picking that thing up, it was going to spawn a walking house demon that was going to beat the shit out of me. Gotta stand in the sweet spot. There we go. And it glows all blue. Yeah, let's see what this platforming challenge has for us. Probably has some platforms. Going up. Ooh, those double jumps can be real perilous. Like they were in previous instances. Right. Part 2. Over here. Now we've already fought things up here, although I think we got interrupted.
A piece of armor.
Oh, that's one of the helmets, or one of the armor pieces, that is. Yeah. Okay, so that's
more. We could look for
very lucky because we weren't sure where that was going to be exactly. We were never told exactly where to look. Just kind of a get good and hopefully you'll find it kind of situation. Ouch. There we go. Let's try and get that guy out of here. Alright, this guy was a pain earlier. Although we have more platforms to work with now. Wrong one. So we summoned those platforms from earlier, so that does give us a little bit more to work with. Yeah, this guy likes to run away from us while he's fighting. But he despawned again, god dang it. The good news, though, is we have him more or less where we want him. Where'd he go? There he is. We kind of have him where his back is to a wall, so I have a hard time. Oh, never mind. I was gonna say he's gonna have a hard time like, getting super far away from us like he was previously. Got a very lucky freeze on him. Gonna do one of these. Ah, I didn't lock on. That's why I should have locked on first. Continues to screw me. Oh, there we go. Big damage. Fuck him up. Yeah. Let's just kill it, right? Punch. Confirmed kill. Punch. Big shinies. But more importantly, what treasure chest was he guarding? Because he was guarding something big and fancy. Maybe. Potentially fancy. It's more momentum after healing. That is helpful. That is potentially very helpful. I'm gonna go ahead and break this. No, I'm doing shit for damage. There we go. So back in the wildlife area. Yes, I think I've more or less tried all that I wanted to with the wildlife situation here. They never led me anything cool. So I'll assume that means they got nothing for us here. Probably another couple of areas like that though. Resolve that fight. I am kind of curious if stepping away and returning has caused that that glitched out treasure chest to kind of respawn itself in a way that allows us to reach it. Oh, can I grab that? There we go. And also, I guess we just have to keep an eye out for other opportunities to solve puzzles or pick up things that let us get more of those armor pieces, because I'm very interested in that. Even if it is just cosmetic, which it might be. Chance that it could be something more is an exciting one. Exciting prospect. Yeah, it's still down there. I can see it. Well, I can't see it, but I can sense it. I can smell it. So what I might do is look on the map. Oh crap, what if the thing I'm trying to reach, what if that treasure chest actually has one of the quest items? That would be extremely unfortunate, but it occurs to me that's a very real possibility. Possibility with which I must grapple. The thing that might just be out of luck on that one. Of course, it's a side quest, so it's not the end of the world, but still. I heard new armor and I got excited. If I look on the map, yeah, it's a pretty like wide area, like, you know, searching area. Just find the ancient armor pieces. With not much specifics. Oh, this actually might be something that we are looking for. Wrong button. Is that it now? It looked like there was something on the ground there, but it was a distraction. An effective one. What's the area called? The Black Alms, I think? Yes, the Black Alms. Nothing else I could just look up. I'll have to take Dexter out in a little bit here. So when I take my doggy outside, when I take him outside, I could just like do a quick Google search what that one particular boss dropped, if it's something that I would give a shit about. So I remember it was the it was that two-legged fellow, the bipedal fella. There's a heaver over here. This feels like there'd be something cool that this would lead to. And little platforming areas. It's just an artifact. Okay, I was hoping it'd be a quest item. Because now we're the same side as the door. Oh, right, there was the platforming challenge too. Let's go and do that too. It's a very real chance that that will bring us to something real cool. Real cool, or even better, real helpful.
There is a wealth of research to be done on these.
So much research. Yeah, this one said it's real far away.
Can't go any further.
At one point, I used to think there was fall damage in this game, but the last couple times we've been in a fall damage situation, we managed to squeak by. So either it's extremely generous, or actually maybe there is no fall damage after all. And what I thought was fall damage was something else. Oh, the Conjurer. Oh, it's the Queen creature again. Listen, can we do this in, later? I don't know how the fuck. I guess we might as well fight now. Another Conjurer. This seems like a, I guess a less spicy Conjurer. Oh my god. Of course you do lasers. Of course you do lasers. Why wouldn't it be lasers? There we go. Go ahead and freeze you real quick. Oh, it's one of these things. What an unfortunate combination. Let's take this thing out real quick. Oh, no, thank you. No, thank you. And that's out of there temporarily. You get some new friends. I'm not jealous. Too early. We just fought this, and it was a really tough fight. And now we're fighting it just a little mini-boss version of it. Except he doesn't have nearly as many annoying-ass AoE abilities. Definitely a few, but not quite as many that are completely absurd. Let's open for one more. also would love an ability to hurt you. Small creature that annoys me to no end. Oh my god. That ability is annoying. Fuck, I timed that poorly. I timed that poorly as well. There we go. Oh, the shield's still up. Shit. Oh, I never killed you. It's a great thing about this enemy. You miss your one opportunity to hurt them. Oh, another big. And now you just gotta wait because... There we go. Oh, shit. There we go. Get some good punchies. It's a tough fight. These critters. Luckily, we have a lot of resources, a lot of healing still. Ooh, stuck on the wall. I'm gonna try and mess that up twice. I'm gonna take you out real quick. Where's the other one? Oh, I missed the timing. Crap. Yeah, you kind of missed an opportunity to hurt that guy, and that's like your only opportunity for a little bit, it seems. Oh, I was hoping to time that better. Let's yeah, their shield is just so oppressive. There we go. There we go. Is your shield down? Yes, it is. Yeah, that really is the trick, is to lock on and then do the big punch. Ouch. So I don't actually know if I did any damage there. They got that shield back pretty quickly. They wasted no time. I think I was targeting the wrong piece. No, don't target them. I want to target you. There we go. Ouch. This is a tough fight, and I'm surprised they're throwing this at us as a mini-boss. Directly after fighting him or her as a very much a non-mini-boss, a maxi-boss, if you will. There we go. Now we're getting better damage this time, though, which is good. Yeah, last time I didn't have much to show for it. The little arm knocked off. Let's target it. Oh, please, I'm too far away. I can't reach it. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. I want to be able to capitalize on this if possible. Unfortunately, shield got breached or got brought back. Ouch. Oh shit, lost all that momentum. Oh no, I really want to take out this thing that's generating these shockwaves. There we go. You're next. Oh, that's a shame. I was all ready for that guy. Wasn't ready for the spikes to come out of the ground like that though. Can I kill him? Not enough, unfortunately. There we go, there we go. Now we got him. Oh, shit. Ooh, that's bad damage. Don't like that. Earlier, we were doing really good on healing. Not so much now. Thing's done for a bit. Oh, what are you doing? There we go. Ah, that's a shame. I came up a little close. Or a little short, rather. Is this enough to kill? No, it is not. There it is. The arm is the last piece. It's a tough fight, man. The fact that we fought it twice in such quick succession makes me think maybe it wasn't a super important fight. Because when we fought that person previously, it seemed like that was like a really important one. But... And they throw it at us like... We could have fought that guy, defeated him, and then fought him again 10 minutes later with no change in significance. Because I was thinking maybe it was tied to one of the NPCs or something.
It is another piece of that
Another piece of the armor.
We almost have all of it.
See, I'm gonna see. Thing is, that enemy just kind of came out of nowhere. It wasn't tied to something that was on the map already. It was something that kind of popped out of the ground as we were exploring, which is actually unlike that bipedal fellow we fought previously, because that guy was very much on the map. It was like very prominently placed. That makes me think maybe he wasn't special.
Why didn't you come down when we asked you to?
Let's see if I can climb this wall real quick. Oh, I think these are invisible walls, maybe. Maybe the game doesn't want me to climb this wall prematurely. Make sure I'm worthy. Oh, yeah, that tells me that... yeah, because there's a vantage point up there, but I don't think I'm supposed to be able to reach it just yet. Oh. Let's do it in the right order. Begrudgingly.
Curious.
Why is this all glowy? Oh, what's here? Can I do something with this? Is it violence? Is violence the answer? Let's try this once again. Let's see what other spawns and potential interruptions could hit us. That Heaver is still looking at us, but he's probably not gonna get activated. Oh, but these guys will. Oh, that's a shame. I was all ready for that one, but I fucked the timing. So can we still get to it in time? We had that exact same thing happen the first time. We were trying to reach this fella. If I'm snappy enough, we can still hop up just in the nick of time. But it does require some snappiness. I cannot guarantee... Oh, that's a shame. I was hoping to make that jump. There we go. There's that ledge grab. Oh, come on, I need that ledge grab, bro. There we go. Got it. Oh, I missed it. Damn it, we were right there. We were right freaking there, dude. Extra mans. Okay, yeah, so there is a little bit of fall damage, just not very much. I actually did see that there was a fairly small patch that hit this game a couple of days ago, and it was just a hot fix for a couple of fairly small stunning bugs. But I wonder if they might, you know, take a crack at some of the other things, some of the other kinds of not huge but noticeable bugs that we have seen a couple times. I mean, no game crashes, nothing horrible, but you know, I'm thinking about the treasures getting stuck in the floor sometimes. I've heard other people talk about some side quests getting soft locked. Dude, we just fought you guys. Fuck these things. I think if I just run. If I just run, they should be okay. I'm surprised they respawned within like 2 minutes. Legitimately surprised that they come back that quickly. Usually that kind of thing takes like another 10 minutes at least. Yeah, I'm just gonna ignore all this because it's what keeps making me lose this challenge. Grab the ledge. Ah, heck. Really need this. Be able to reach these things. We should go around the back, maybe? Maybe this is the expected path. There we go. Old dogs are good boys. It's spelled B-O-I-S though, like kind of like we were saying earlier. Depends. It's like it's that particular flavor of boys. Flavor of boys, you say, Alex. Yes. Yeah, there we go. That way we're not excluding anybody. That's what's up. Gotta make sure we do it right. We're flavoring boys now? Yes. There's no way that could be misconstrued or taken a different direction, right? Dexter's with me on this one, right, buddy? That's a great thing about comments on the internet. There's no way things can be taken in a different direction. There's only one way to take it, and we take it all the right ways. In all the right directions. I'm going real far away. Is there a little something and down here, by the way?
You missed your chance.
There's a little
Come
something.
on, do your thing.
And if I do?
No.
Do not fall?
Do not fall.
What's that about? Not falling to my death? Too late. We were supposed to fall down anyway. Because it's way up here anyway. Oh, shit. Well, no, we're fine. We're fine. We can still jump up. Oh, the fucking... Right, the quicksand. Grab the ledge. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Sweet-ass ledge grab. Whoop. Is that the last piece? Nope. Still got more. Oh, maybe that's why the little area was glowing, because that's like our ultimate destination. It begs the question, why couldn't I just dig it up from the ground while we were there if we knew that was where we were going to be going? Like, it was glowing with intent. With important intent. Like, there was something about it we knew was going to be cool. Now this is going to be the last one, right? Surely. It was. Oh, is it opening the thing? Is that what this is? I guess it is. I get to enhancingly crush it.
We can reach the source.
So we can reach the source, they say.
Careful. I do not know what is waiting
Okay,
for
so
us.
that wasn't exactly a sequence break per se. Task Force Leader. It's an impressive title.
The gate is open. I wonder if Thelos is starting to become afraid of us.
Alright, good conversation. And the knights that were sent there.
Why didn't you come down when we asked you to?
I was gonna assume that they're talking to someone else. Is this another anvil? Nope, just a treasure chest. Boink. Some colorful fabric with the OU spelling. See if this guy's got the goods. I've got a good feeling about this guy. Big damage. Whoop. Let me just roll right into that thing. Ouch. Whoa! I forgot it's a thing that happens. Good thing that was a lucky catch. I was hoping that'd be enough to... Gosh. Oh gosh, don't like that. That'd be enough to stun him. No stuninations for me. There's a big wave. Yep. Ooh, that's a close one too. Oh, shit. Oh, crap, too much. Too much, way too soon. I don't want to attack the big guy, I want to attack the little fella. There we go. That works. Kind of weird. They're kind of snuggling up inside this one little space. It's a little bit awkward. Punch. More resources, more of those rare resources we like so much. And then this thing.
The last piece
Oh,
of
okay, we got the armor, so we're all set.
Yes.
Back to the
Let us
smith
get
and see what
back
our
to the
reward
smith.
is. But before I do that, I'm going to take
I'm
Dexter Dog
curious
out because
what
he's been
you
a
make
very
of it,
patient little buddy.
And somewhat afraid.
I'm curious and afraid of what he can make. I'm excited as well, but I'm going to take Dexter Dog out. Like I said, he's been a good boy. It's one thing this game is missing. We don't get enough giant mushrooms. We don't get enough cult activities. I mean, our guy kind of looks like he's a leader or at least a member of a cult. Although I think my favorite still was when our guy looked like a demonic blood cultist with like the spiky hood and like the red thing, like that red robe we were wearing. That was pretty sick. That was perhaps my favorite. Also, my eyes keep getting drawn. This little guy up here, this little floaty boy. I wonder if that's a pickup from a boss I was supposed to snag that somehow got lost along the way. Like one of these little floaty boys that should have automatically get snagged to me. Let's see if I can snag it now. Popped up daily. Yeah, it's very annoying. There's probably a fix. Or maybe I need to... I don't really want to uninstall Backblaze just because I'm worried that would throw things off. But there's probably something that can be done to manually make it happy. You see that? Look out. It's a floating barrel. That's what it is. I think I can reach it. What if I do like the sword whippies? Yeah, I can't like keep smacking at it though. Oof, a little bit of fall damage. Ouch. So random floating barrel just rising above the sky. You know it's got to be something cool though in that barrel, right? Something really neat is in there maybe. Also another statue that is just begging to get punched by me, and of course this thing, opposite situation there. I've got a floating barrel, high in the sky, fly so high, cliff racer so high, and then this thing stuck onto the floor. Actually, for some reason I thought I already broke this thing. But maybe it was another statue that was around the same general area. Yeah, I can't quite reach it. There's got to be another way up. I would want to be able to land from the tippity tops. There's got to be another way up. As I see they got the scaffolding here. I was hoping I could actually land from the side. Let's just go from over here, I think. That tail whipper is probably going to sniff me out. Although he's probably not a required fight, or he probably doesn't even have a cool reward. It's probably like an auto-generated one. An automatically generated one that just kind of repopulates. This whole area is not easy to... Here we go. Not a very easy structure to just kind of jump onto on an ad hoc basis. You have to really plan around this thing. All for a statue that, is fun to destroy, but the reward is just the sand, the essence particles, which are useful. Something we definitely need a lot of if we want to upgrade this armor. Putting more armor that we might be getting soon, but still. A lot of work. A lot of work for questionable gain. Questionable amounts of gain. Only so many of those things left, though. Just a fight. It is a fight. He's out of there. That's gonna mean... Oh, that's something else. That little diggy boy, that's something else. This guy's extra... He's kind of like extra red looking. That's one. Damage. Good dammy dams. Like those dammy dams. I think I did not time that well. Let's go and punch his face off. That should do it. That did it. Oh, but we're not done. It summoned a more little buddies. Lucky me. Who brought you into the picture? Where'd you get summoned from? I don't know. I don't know who brought him in. Who invited that fool? It's actually kind of nice not having to worry about doing a bunch of climbing. Just going fast. Going fast and eating ass. We have so many fiery leaves. Ooh, is that gonna be enough time? I was thinking that going fast was gonna be simple. Turns out it's not a trivial matter. Going this way now. That scatterer's looking like he is extremely aware of us. We're going now, going back this way. Oh, that is super close. And there we go. Reward is over there. Sounds like a Tesla backing out of a driveway. Which sound effect? This like little glowy noise as we interact with the like little blue objects. New game piece. Well, we are a gamer after all. Another task force leader found. Was he sad? Don't be sad, buddy. It's all right. Just like the hovery sound, yeah. My Prius makes a similar noise whenever whenever it's in just battery mode. Just it's a hybrid, so it's only sometimes in battery mode. But yeah, it's kind of like an ethereally kind of noise. Supposedly, battery-powered vehicles make that noise. It's like kind of a common thing. Battery-powered vehicles, hybrids, electric cars, that kind of thing make that noise. Not because that's a noise that they make naturally, but it's an artificially included noise, because if it was completely silent, then, you know, somebody might accidentally step in front of the car not knowing it's running. So it's like a noise that's audible, you can hear it, but it's not quite as obnoxious as like a, you know, an engine running. But it's still something to alert people around them.
Did you find a path to the source of power?
That's, to my understanding, is why a lot of them make that kind of noise.
One. We're not sure. Good. Thank you. I'll do what I can.
So that was one of the optional friends we had to talk to, I think, for the main quest. But again, optional.
You're still standing. This means you can still
and
fight.
Some notes about the Scorcher, which we've very much already fought, so that's kind of old news. There's another queen, or not queen, this conjurer over there. Yeah. But they're guarding something, and that is something that I want. But there was also the other fella, the big fella over this way that caught my eye as well. Both of them are guarding something. Yeah, the scatterer. And this is the guy that we saw earlier. Gonna fucking go right for his face. Scatter these nuts. Ouch. Right, so I've done a very good job of fighting some little fellas, but I've not done a very good job of dodging anything this guy's throwing at me. I've just taken every hit on the chin. There we go. Punch! I'm making him real sad, which is exactly the point. Sadness was the point with this fight. Make this guy especially sad. The cordite, that's very much a rare resource, so that's nice. But what was the chest he was guarding? He was guarding something. Here it is. That's the real reason we came here. And it's just a thing we can sell for money. Well, I ain't been too much for money. Because money can't buy me love. I'm actually curious where that other conjurer friend is. Was it over here? Tail Garter. Oh, it's the laser guy. Gosh darn it, not the laser guy. He's the worst. Can I just interrupt him? Punch! There we go. I can just fucking do one of those. I'm real sad. I get that charger to come at me. 2 lasers. 2 lasers is too many, bro. Getting irresponsible here. How did that miss? Gosh darn it. Oh! Yeah, those guys are very much amongst the most annoying to deal with. You're gonna try to heal him. I can already tell. So I got the interruption off. Very good. Oh yeah, yeah, good damage. You've made more friends. That's not allowed. Not allowed to make more friends in this game. Ouch. Ouch. I'm getting fucking clobbered. Oh my god, I'm getting slapped and slopped and blipped and blopped. It's getting weird. Ouch. Is that enough to fuck him up? Yes, yes it is. Always. Always enough for the fuck-ups. Tail's out of there. Ouch. A lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. He's gonna try to do his tail charge thing, but I'm gonna interrupt him. I'm gonna say I'm gonna let you finish. But I did not let him finish. I just killed this asshole. And here he is, arching my buzz all over again. He just will not take the hint. It's enough to go in for the kill? Yes, it is. How can she slap the enemy we were fighting earlier? Probably the previous boss. Some of them have multiple arms. Some of them are potentially extremely talented at slappings. With you know multiple-handed multi-slaps. There's a treasure chest nearby. I know it. I knowed it. Unless it was guarding this. Maybe this was the thing it was kind of sitting on. Yeah, that probably was it. Oh, also I need to turn in the side quest. It works so hard for. There we go. Nice and far away. Oh, we got it. The ones that require a ledge grab always make me real nervous. Taking us right into the watchtower, are we? Who watches the watchtower? Okay, never mind. We're kind of going in a roundabout path. We're not done. This one is very elaborate. Oh, almost dropped it. Almost lost it. Is there a part 3? Oh, baby. Never seen a 3-parter before. Okay, just barely landed it. Getting scary. Am I gonna be able to reach that one? Oh, yes, barely. I'm good about that one. I'm just gonna plot us right in range of that treasure chest. That might be its own reward, really. Putting us in range of this thing. And a reward for all of our efforts is... ivory dye. I'm kind of over it. That's fine, I guess. Not extremely sexy, but not unsexy. This is much better. Duration of foes. Whoa, that's really nice. They stay crystallized for a lot longer. I like both of those a lot. A lot. We've already done that challenge. There's another one I saw in the distance. Look at those platforms, man. So they stick around. I want to go for that tail whipper. I kind of do. Can I just lock on? Oh, I can't do the auto target thing. I like that ability, but I don't have it charged up at all. Don't have it banked. Nothing in the bank. Let's see. If we want to turn in... Oh, hold on. There was something I just saw. Something with my eyeballs. Oh, it's a treasure map. And it is leather dye. I guess if I wanted it to look like leather. Does that make it pleather, though, if it's not like real leather? Also, this has something shiny on top of it, and I'm excited. Am I? Am I excited, or am I just... Yeah, we'll use the word excited. It's fair. Old coin. Special. Something up top with this a vantage point, too. Also, glowy eye with a person T-posing in the middle of it. That's a little bit strange. Not really T-posing, but, you know, being held, suspended even. That a hollowed out tree stump? Tree piece? Yes. Old coin. Another platforming challenge, or chase the objective challenge. Are gonna bring us back to the area we've already been to, or is it gonna be something completely new? So far, it's pretty familiar. And we've definitely been around here quite a bit already. Oh, but I can't run on the sand anymore, man. It's too green and lush and full of life. It needs to be dead in sand so I can go fast on it. Like we've done quite a lot in this general area already. But our reward is something maybe cool. Oh, other side. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Lucky streak. That's kind of nice. It's a very small chance. It's increased to... Oh, so when you get more purple stones, the chance goes up. That's nice. If I wanted to, like, potentially spam a bunch of active abilities, that could actually be quite useful. But the fact that it starts as a small chance, that's one of those where it'd be nice if the chances were quantified. Because you see things like moderate chance or significant chance. Does moderate mean 50%? Does it mean 40? 30? Like, it'd be nice if we knew what the numbers were. And so far as I can tell, we don't always. We don't really know what those are usually. Or it doesn't tell us what they are. So we kind of have to just, you know, it's a just trust me, bro, kind of percentage. There. Bring this thing up? Yes, I can. Despite the quicksand. You kind of want to... Oh, there's a thing that'll... There's a fight that will start here, I can tell already. Was a little piece in the ground. Yep. Yeah. Kind of awkward because I don't really like fighting in the quicksand, but it's 2 divers. It'll be fine. If it had to be anything, being a diver is not half bad. Oh, lasers though. Lasers are half bad. They're so high up there. Ouch. Hopefully air dodges make these quite a bit more tolerable. Ouch. Go ahead and get this guy out of here real quick. Drops one of them. Oh, it did not drop one of them. Oh, could the other guy just like popped in? Oh. He's out of there. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, okay, so we did kill one of them. It just wasn't obvious because the other one popped in at the exact same moment that we killed the first one. Was not obvious that the other guy was dropped out of the fight. Time that up well. Ouch. Didn't time that well either. God dang. Momentum. Ouch. Oh, not that one. No, I don't like that. Oh, I was like just dodging into him constantly. There we go. We got there. This quicksand is hella annoying. It's not really dangerous, but it is a hindrance. And a couple rare materials. That's helpful. Alright, now surely for our troubles, there's something cool up here, right? Like, that's the video game rule. You give us all this trouble to get through a little sequence like that. There's got to be a cool reward waiting for us. I choose to believe this is one of those cases, even though the results are disappointing. Maybe if I make this jump. I've already been up here though, haven't I? There we go. Yeah, we've definitely been on that side. Yeah. That was disappointing. It's another... what are they called? The hurlers or the heavers? Deal with him in a moment when I get to this vantage point. That'd be very cash money. Also, have I... Did I not do this one? I feel like I've already done this. But it wouldn't need revealing if I'd already done it. So it's gotta be new. Because I think they can sometimes retract themselves, but they don't rebury themselves in the ground. Just the spires become protruding out of the ground. This does lead to the vantage point. That's super helpful. Like that's the whole reason, yeah, for the vantage point. Map markers, yes, sir. A couple new things. Some newfangled dangles. Alright, so I got the vantage point. That took care of a couple things. And yeah, the spire itself does stay out of the sand, even if we needed to re-enable it for whatever reason. Added a couple new things to our map. Yeah, the heavers. I think he's guarding anything, so I don't know if that's a fight we really need to take necessarily. Oh, wrong button. I check the map, or more importantly, the side quests. Yeah, the energy sources. Yeah, I think these are, yeah, that's all for the main quest. So talk to the smith. Oh, we already talked to the lookouts, though. Make sure the lookouts are safe. No, we talked to the captain at one point. Is that what it's called? Proving their worth? Yeah, that's what it's called. Okay. There's one there. Oh, it's for the ancient armor. Let's go for that one. Watchtower is gonna continue to be annoying. That's probably gonna be that'll probably be like the next major thing we do. As far as main quest progress, that kind of thing is concerned. One thing, it just kind of makes the whole area look kind of sad. Everything's just kind of foggy. Just kind of brings the mood down, you know? It's just a bummer. I did not time that well. That's okay. As I was saying. It's apparently a treasure chest, but I think it's a chest we've already opened. That thing. Well, let's see. The fact that it shows... Yeah, I think this... Oh, it was for a treasure map. That's why it's on the radar at all. Because I was thinking, why would it even be on the radar? Because treasure chests are a dime a dozen. It's part of a treasure map. That's why.
Thank you for your help.
I think we've already talked to this guy. We did already talk to this guy.
Well, after our talk, all of a sudden we saw this knight, so we went in.
Been chased by wraiths. Oh, is it that wraith right there?
We are.
Okay, I'll take it. Raise the ceiling. It's pretty cool. This tail whip, we're gonna need some whippings. Someone to whip him into shape. Maybe not. You would think he would have sought us out just there, but nope. My mans could not give any shits. Also, I should try... I should see if we have even close to enough points to upgrade more armor pieces. Also, I'm not sure how this counts as sand, but I'm not complaining, because it means we can go nice and fast.
Watch your back when you go out there. I think no human ever wanted this.
Anything else for tracker, by the way?
Greetings. Prepare for the work.
What impression?
They have waited a long. Now go on.
Okay. Nothing new. So, Smith, I got the stuff for you, bud.
You have all the pieces.
Our orders are to make sure our weapons.
So that is the last armor set. So we have all armor sets in the game. I know that because we got an achievement just now.
But we'll do our best.
So that begs the question of which one should I invest into?
Kendra wants us to be prepared for anything.
So this is the one we're using right now, and it's really freaking solid, but this is the one we got earlier. And this one, wow, this looks like a League of Legends character or like a World of Warcraft druid or something. I guess I'm not too sure, but I mean, they both look pretty dope. So this one will eventually get very good recovery. I think there's a way to see what they look like ahead of time. We go into armor. So this is what this one's at right now, of course. So eventually this one becomes amazing for recovery, and everything else is just kind of so-so. This one's amazing for defense and pretty good for shattering. What about the druid armor? Amazing for offense. Well, that's probably more exciting for me, because offense is the best offense or something. So if I had to pick one to focus, that one might be the most enticing. It's expensive to upgrade. We can get it 2/3 the way there. Still pretty good though. But wow, we lose some defense though. We switch to it. We get more perks though. We're getting to the point where I don't really have much use for some of these things. I'm just spending them to get the points out. I get the speed boost. Well, let's get the speed boost. Why the hell not? So then, yeah, as I'm investing into, it's called Right of the Mire, I think. God, that defense, we lose half of the defense, which is pretty rough. Lose a little bit of recovery. Get good offense, better luck. The Shattering also takes a hit, which is unfortunate. So I'm gonna wait until we get the tier 3 for that one. It will take a minute. No other side quests, so now it's just main shenanigans. Finding a way to cross the gap. Or energy sources. Yeah, that's the whole deal. Do we know where the gap is? This one right here, right? Yeah. Just get into there. Probably just go around, but that would mean going through the watchtower area, probably. Let's get this treasure chest, and then I think I will indeed go for the watchtower. Oh, that's not what that is. Watchtower itself is right here. I think, yeah, if we take that out, that'll probably open something up. Usually how these things go. I know more little buddies are gonna spawn in the same little area they keep spawning. Like to pop up around this area. It's apparently treasure somewhere. Ah, here we go. Let's say it's probably somewhere pretty well hidden. Is it more colors for our outfits? It is a artifact. Sell for money. All right. Watchtower, that is what remains. Oh, well, that speed boost came very suddenly. It's like it's kind of jarring, especially when you're already facing a wall. Well, there is something over there that I must have missed. Yeah, it's protected. It's weird because I think I already fought whatever was here. I just never followed up and grabbed whatever this thing is, whatever they're guarding. Whatever the tail guarder is tail guarding. I got spamming lasers. That's got to be a bannable offense. There we go. Stuck just the way I like him. But these little snipey boys are going to continue to be pains in every ass. Every ass that ever existed, never shall exist. Oh god, not this one. They just love to take little pot shots. Very rude if you ask me. So we did interrupt him, sort of, because the laser's still going off, which is just rude. He respawns his buddies. Laser attackers. The worstliest. There we go. He can just spam lasers forever, can't he? You can never really outrun it. It is always too fast for you. There we go. I can at least stop him in his tracks. Gotta take out his tail, because that's the hardest part to reach. Oh my god, it's still going. Oh, it's a different one. Okay. It's gonna saying, there's no way it would go that long. There's just no way. That's just unreasonable. I'm gonna let that attack go off just because I can't really do much to interrupt it. Just gotta do his melee attack thing. That'd be a little bit more gooder. Oh, there's that laser. Okay. Ooh, buddy. And let's see. Trying to see how to pronounce names correctly. Vetsatil, rather. Hope you're doing well, bud. We're playing some Atlas Fallen, and I am currently getting accosted by so many lasers. So many lasers, so little time. There we go, get that tail piece out of here. Playing some Atlas Fallen, we're actually in the final area in the game. We're probably not beating it tonight, though, but we're doing a bunch of side quests and that kind of thing. Help you out with a boost? What kind of boost? There we go. With that, we've got him on the ropes. We got good momentum, good damage. Better pizza, better ingredients, Papa John's. Oh, Jesus. He didn't like that joke, sorry. Can't get out of range of that attack. For the melee attack. Do it. Do the melee thing. There we go. Ooh, that got all of them. This should be enough for the kill. Oh, with the boss. Yeah, I've actually never done the co-op in this game. Is it a boss that, I'll just ask, is it a boss that is in this zone, or is it in one of the earlier zones? Because if it's a boss I'm familiar with, I might be helpful. The boss I've never fight, I might be completely useless. Yeah, I've never actually done the co-op in this game. And it'd be cool to try it out. The long zone. Long zone. I don't know if I know which one that is. Would that be the underground one? With like the long passages? The long underground passages? Because they're very narrow. Their whole thing. There we go. We're trying to get to the... onto that watchtower. Oddly enough, yeah, he was guarding something, but... or at least it looked like he was. Maybe the glowy thing was not actually him guarding anything. Maybe that was just what he uses to draw adventurers in. Let's actually go this other way, because there was another thing this guy's guarding. Boss is called a Sorer. Is it in the... I'll confess, I don't know what long zone is, because I guess the thing is, or maybe the question is, would I have access to this zone? Because if it's something that's like later on in the game, I might not be able to reach it. But if it's an area I could reach, because this is the fourth area of the game. I'm not sure I know what the long zone is, so I'm a little bit worried it's something that I might have missed, or that I just haven't reached yet. But the boss is called Sorer. Actually, I guess I can do this. I can actually check journey. Here we go. The Sorer. Okay. Oh, this guy. Yes. Yeah, we fought this guy before. We fought him a couple times. One of the Colossal Wraiths. Is that in the... is that the third area? Because I know you have to fight him outside the gates of the third area. I think it's the first time you fight him. Hey, what's up, Merc? Just location. Looking from a viewpoint, Outland. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Versatile, I could help you with that. I should be able to do that one. Can't beat him. Yeah, I can help you with that fight. I know where he is. I've actually never done the co-op in this game before. Is that something that I initiate? I know it would be a matter of, I think, going back to the main menu. Maybe I should just go ahead and save real quick. Let's go back to the last anchor, which would be back this way, or anvil, rather. I think I have to go back to the main menu, which is fine. But yeah, Merc says looking for a chest location, looking from a viewpoint outland to Elch Lake, which is one I don't recognize. It's a chest that I cannot find. Can I ask what region it is, Merc? Because it might be something I myself have not found. Show you the map, yeah. Do you know what is it this region or is it one of the earlier regions? It's the first region. I could try looking on my map. The downside though is I actually can't go back to the first region. There's an unfortunate case of a broken bridge affecting this game with the first region where once you exit it you can't go back, which is a bummer because I would like to. Because I know there's stuff I missed. I mean, I can look on my map at least. So if I switch map, this is the first area. And let's see. What'd you say it was? The Elk Lake? There's a little water feature here. I'm not sure if that's quite it. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know I'm probably not being very helpful. So there were a couple treasure maps I did find. There's one up here, one up here. If I click them, that doesn't really help. So it's one of these then. Yeah, because there was this one. I'm trying to remember how you got to that one. This is. I'm looking on the right map. I'm a little worried this is the wrong thing. There was the one watchtower. You're logged on, Vetsatom? Versatile. Okay, yeah. I'll add you in 1 second. I'm trying to see if there's that thing that Merc is looking for. I'm almost wondering if I'm looking at the wrong map. We double check one thing. There's the underground. There's the wildlands. Okay. So this definitely is the first area. This little area over here, maybe. Because I definitely didn't get all the treasure maps. Yeah, this is the right one. So there's one up here. I got these other two, but that was about it. Is it, yeah, see the left. Oh, do you mean like... Yeah, bottom left, like down here, maybe? Yeah, because I don't have any treasure maps from over here. I've got this one. But I definitely don't have any treasure maps from here. And unfortunately, I can't go back and grab any more. So this might not be particularly helpful for you, Merc. Where's the boss? There was an elite foe right here. I don't know if that's helpful at all. It was right next to the watch. Actually, it probably was the watchtower fight. That's probably what that was. There's a little guy down here too. Yeah, not sure if that's at all helpful. Yeah. Yeah, Versatile. Yeah, I should be away. I should be on Steam. Yeah, my screen name is just Super Hobbit. So I should be fairly easy to find. Give me 1 sec. Let me see if I can navigate this menu real quick. It's actually the first time I've used the new menu. The new Steam UI. I'm just going to need to go to the Friends sub-menu as soon as I can find it. The outpost in the wastelands. I don't know off the top of my head. I mean, there's a bunch of key locations and a bunch of vantage points. Wildlands is pretty big. I'll leave this up for a second while I'm trying to figure out my stuff here. So it's not that. Looking for it's like a community tab or something. Actually, what if I just do this? What if I do? Here we go. Add friend. Here we go. There we go. Let me do this. Community. We just search for. Here we go. So versatile. 250. That's probably not you. I will do this. Profile. There we go. There's my Steam link. It's an outpost name. Oh, it's called the Wasteland. Oh, I'm sorry, not the Wildlands. I gotcha. Back to this real quick. It's called the Wasteland. Somewhere. I don't know if it's marked though on here. Is that, yeah, I don't know if it ever says what the names of the areas are. I'm not sure how helpful this is. The anvil over Moose Lake. Let's see, it says, oh, the anvils are named. Okay, so Moose Pond. So this is probably it then, right? Moose Pond. Yeah, Wastelands. Yeah. So somewhere around here then. Because, yeah, like I said, I don't have any treasure maps around here, so I got nothing. Not sure how helpful this is. Let me check to see if Versatile was able to find me. So I think I have to do... When you go to the Wasteland Anvil? Well, the problem is I can't. Because, again, we're past the point where we can't go back to this first map. Look to Moose Lake. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else I can really do. I mean, we can kind of hover over the wildlife habitat, but that's all I can do here. Yeah. I mean, unless I'm wrong. Hold on, let's double check. If there was like a fast travel option. Oh, maybe we'll let us switch over. Oh, okay. Because earlier the game said you couldn't go back. Maybe it meant we couldn't go back to the entrance. But maybe it actually does let us go back to this area. Oh, look at that. It does bring us back. Okay. So yeah. So now we're at Moose Pond. Get the friend code? Yeah, give me one sec. I was hoping that with the Steam profile it'd make it pretty easy. But if that link wasn't helpful, then let me grab my friend code real quick as soon as I remember how to. Friends. And look up my own friend code. Here we go. Here is my friend code. There we go. On Steam. Steam friend code right there. It's a regular... Oh, it's not a treasure map. It's just a regular old chest. So it said, go to the Wasteland Anvil and look to the Moose Pond. I put that one up here. Be this one. And then look towards this past area. And it's a regular treasure chest. Oh, have a good night, by the way, Koala. Have a good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Yes, I'll be looking forward to some games tomorrow. On the morrow. Versatile's got us good. So go to the Wasteland output, or Anvil. This one here. Yeah, Wastelands, okay. And then you said look towards the lake, which is... I guess this way. As if that's Moose Pond. I'm assuming that's Moose Lake. Behind you is an outlook. You mean one of these, not the ceiling totems, but... I'm assuming you mean this large structure. Or maybe even the big guy. So I can hop on this thing. And, oh, there's of course this vantage point. Maybe this one, yeah, the vantage point. So is it that chest way over there? Not showing up in Atlas Fallen? I think I might have to go back to the main menu. There's something over there. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Because by using the vantage point, I don't know if it marked it automatically. Let's get a real quick gander. And then we'll join up with Versatile so we can try that boss battle real quick. So there is a kind of follow the platform challenge fella right here. Maybe that's what it's pointing at. Also, it's a weird bloom effect that's kind of permanently on screen right now. It's kind of weird. Maybe that's what it was pointing to, because yeah, I don't see a treasure chest, but I do see the little follow the platform challenge. I think that's what it is. Let's do this. Yeah, so let me go ahead and save real quick. And then we will lend a hand to versatile. So exit to main menu. Yeah, I think I can only do this from the main menu. So press to start. And I say join with co-op. Here we go. So it's going to be 2, 4, 1, D6. Enter. Let's see if that works. When you look up, it's somewhere down. I'm not sure. I'd have to spend more time grinding it out. But if it's just for a regular chest, it's probably not a huge find. Let's see. Session may be full or no longer available. Let's see. 2, 4, 1, D6. Unless I was the one hosting it. Okay, let's try this one. 2, 4, 1, 4, E. Enter. There we go. Some of your abilities will get removed or scaled down. Makes sense, because yeah, we would be a little bit overpowered otherwise. Yes, that's fine. But just want to know what it is. I mean, if you're trying to 100% it, yeah, that would definitely be enough to drive someone nutty, because it's like, man, I can't find this damn thing. It's possible it could be glitched. There was one boss drop that went through the floor and we couldn't reach it. It's possible it could be something that's glitched. Yeah, unless the indicator it gives you is just an approximation. Like if it's just a, yeah, there we go, found the fella. If it's like an approximation, or if it's a, like it's in this general vicinity, but it could actually be, you know, above or behind or below this area. Like if it's just not being very helpful, wouldn't be terribly surprising.
I have never seen its like before.
Is that the thing that killed everyone?
This guy was actually kind of a cool fight first time we fought him. It's because I appreciate that he's like very much an up close and personal kind of boss battle. There's so many things you fight in this area that is extremely, like, things that like to run away from you, or things that are ranged. It's the fact that you get a fight like this where it's like, alright, this guy actually likes to stay close. It's kind of refreshing. Ouch. Honestly, I think we got this guy on the ropes. He doesn't stand a chance. Co-op kind of makes this game a lot easier. My goodness. Oof. Oh, he hurts. This guy pumps. It's gonna make his leg real sad. Oh, going for the shatter. Big shats. Gonna make him shat himself. That's the whole point. There we go. A bit of damage myself, but I got full momentum, so that's probably why. Ouch. Oh, I missed. Oh, I can't see. I'm just a fucking blur of pixels. He's out of there. Easy peasy.
Was something.
It killed all these people. If it had entered,
of course, Versatile, it was an easy one.
They put their trust.
So much easier when we're just fucking throwing ourselves at that guy.
But for how long?
Let's get into the city.
It's kind of nice that it scaled things down, so it wasn't gonna make it so that my guy was just gonna stomp over everything. I think after this is when the gates open, right? And then you get to explore the city. Unless there was more stuff you wanted to fight out here, I'll probably be going to bed pretty soon. It's about 2 a.m. But if there was more stuff you wanted to fight, kind of on the outside, we could slap a couple things down if there was more stuff you wanted to take out. Yeah, the city guard for the gates, yeah. I'm trying to think if there's any like big fights inside the city. I don't really think there is for a while at least. But yeah, there's like a bunch of enemies in this zone that are just annoying to try to track down because they're so ranged. Like lots of ranged baddies and like scorpion dude that likes to run away the whole time, just annoying stuff. At least that guy stays put. It's 2 a.m. so I'll be wrapping up pretty soon here. Like I said, if there's anything else you wanted to fight, we can... Okay, yeah, we're good. Just hop off. That's fine too. Choose to save the character state. Let's go to the progress. Keep the single player. I will keep the single player save. Yeah, let's do it that way. So if I go back to this area, I'm kind of curious actually. Continue. I'm curious about the fact that we actually can warp back to the previous areas. It actually is kind of nice. So I was worried about the broken bridge effect, which is kind of a bummer. It's kind of nice to go back and scoop up stuff you might have missed the first time around, because I definitely missed this thing. Oh, of course, versatile, yeah. No, I actually kind of like that fight. That's a fight that I enjoy doing. Because it's like kind of straightforward, and it's extremely satisfying. Just smacking the shit out of that guy. But at the same time, though, he does quite a bit of damage with some of those combos. But personally, I'm a huge fan of the knuckle duster, the gauntlet weapon, which I think you would have by that point. So if you haven't already, I might advise trying the knuckle duster, the gauntlet punchy attack. It's very fun to play with. It might not be everyone's cup of tea exactly, but I like it. See what it's gonna guide us to? Maybe, just because it's so far away. I'm not gonna be super sad if this is, you know, completely unrelated, but it'd be nice if it at least gave us some indicator. Going over this way. Don't have the gun. Oh, okay, the punchies yet. I can't remember when you get it, but it's a pretty cool weapon type. Piercing hook. That's with a sand whip. Okay. Reduces defense. That's kind of nice. I don't know if it stacks at all. So now, if we go back this way. So if we check that same vantage point. Yeah, I see what you mean. I don't think that was going to be it. I don't think that was it. Just because it's not a treasure chest per se, it's a... That was a find the platform thing. Yeah, well, maybe that was it, actually. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, right, there's really nothing above or below of what else it could be. Unless it's past that area. It doesn't actually show up on the map at all. Yeah, it doesn't stick around. Yeah, unless it was something past that structure and it was something behind it, maybe. You've probably already tried that, though. I've already fought an untold number of divers. Not gonna bother with that guy. It'd be nice if it's marked on the map and stayed on the map. So I've looked everywhere and no dice. Yeah, I'm not having much luck either. We just miss all of my counter attempts. There we go. Or parry attempts, rather. If you've already looked past it, yeah, I don't know. I trust you've probably already scoured this area a lot better than I have. So it's possible it's either. It actually might be one of those cases where it actually is something you picked up already, and the game is like not tracking it correctly. Like you've picked it up and you got the treasure or whatever it was, but the game, for whatever reason, didn't update the map progress correctly, so it still shows as uncollected. Might be one of those kinds of cases. It does happen sometimes in games like this. And of course, you know how it is. This game just came out like 2 weeks ago, so it's still pretty new, the grand scheme of things. Not the jump puzzle. Yeah. No, oh, I just got this thing. I actually like those little follow the path puzzles. They're kind of, they're like simple. I just kind of turn my, just kind of turn the brain off and just follow the lights. Not a lot of thinking to it, really. But as far as other things, if you follow the vector from this thing to this area, it's like, you kind of see these rocky areas, maybe something way back there, but it seems like a stretch. And also, I don't have the thing on my map, on my guy, that lets me see treasure chests on the radar. I chose not to grab that upgrade just because it didn't seem like it was really necessary per se. But I realize that might be kind of helpful in a situation like this where you're trying to find this renegade treasure of some kind. There's no way to be back that way, right? I don't think that's something you can reach. Oh, maybe it is. Is that something you can reach? No. Well, probably not. It looks too far away. So, yeah, I think you've probably done your due diligence, Merc. I think you would have already... If you haven't found it by now... Like I said, I trust that you've probably explored this quandary a lot longer than I have. A lot longer and a lot more... more thorough. So yeah, this is the watchtower right here, which has obviously already been taken care of. I remember spending a lot of time in this area myself back when I was trying to figure out how to initiate the Watcher, not the watchtower, but the Watcher sequence. Not realizing that it was part of the main quest. Oh, yeah, I'm not sure what else to try. I think you've probably demonstrated that you did your darn doodliest. Unless it was something around here. But again, I think that's kind of a stretch just because it kind of dips down further than it would otherwise appear on the map. So even if it's an approximation, I don't think it'd be down this far to the side. Let's see if these guys are gonna lead us to anything. It's because we have the one, I think just one treasure from these things. Show on the map. It shows what you have or not. I didn't realize that was an option. That be... reset position, switch map. Let's see. As the problem is, I don't think it actually it shows treasure maps, but not just regular, like just random treasure chests. So yeah, unfortunately, it looks like it doesn't actually show This treasure chest is found. Unless I can filter. Plant biomes. Wraith sightings. It's not particularly helpful, unfortunately. Is that just the same? It's the same stuff. It's gonna follow the wildlife for a little bit, see if they leave me anything cool. So at one point, I just assumed it was one per wildlife area, but then I think we've seen all the other wildlife areas in this region. Actually, hold on. I guess I gotta check the map for that very reason. Oh, there's one we haven't discovered yet. Oh. Oh, maybe there's like more areas up around here we can venture to. Or maybe there's something over. Maybe there's something over there. I don't know, hard to say. Let's watch him for a second. No problem. Yeah, we tried. You know how it is. We tried. Yeah, like I said, when it comes to stuff like that, it's probably something that is either it's something you already picked up in the game, is just not displaying it correctly on the map, or it's something that's just really really mean, something very very cruel with how well it's hidden, which happens sometimes. You know, with games like this, sometimes the devs are extra mean about where and how they hide certain things. Or it's something that's glitched. That's always a possibility with these open world games. You know, these open world games, there's a bajillion pickups, a bajillion side quests, and things to fetch, and things to find, and things to spawn in. So there's always something that slips through the cracks. Just inevitable. Games like this with, you know, lots of points of interest. It's kind of how it goes, unfortunately. I think what I'll probably do, I don't know if I really want to hang around too much in this first area, but just knowing that we're able to come back here at a moment's notice is actually quite nice. Even if I don't really have much need to, you know, poke around out here. It's nice to have that as the option. I think what I'll instead do, though, is fast travel back to our main area. And then just save our progress and wrap it up for the night. Just because, yeah, it's after 2 a.m. I don't have to get up particularly early, but at the same time, I would do best not to completely shrek my sleep schedule if I can help it. So, head on back to this guy, because that'll put us in a pretty good location for the watchtower fight, which we'll do next time. I would say there's a good chance I'll stream this game tomorrow, but it would be after XCOM 2, and also after another game. There's actually another game I did sign up for through Daredrop. It's a game called Sklash. It's a sword fighting game, kind of like a Bushido style sword fighting game that I've never played. It actually just came out like a month or so ago, and we'll have some giveaways for that game as we accomplish certain challenges. So we'll have some free games to give away tomorrow, some free Steam games to give away. I understand that Sklash is pretty short, so we'll do XCOM 2 with some friends tomorrow. So co-op XCOM 2, then we'll do Sklash, and then we'll continue with Atlas Fallen for however longer we have afterwards. I have enough to... Oh, not even close. It needs 21,000, so we're a little bit short. What about this guy? Is this worth... I don't know. I mean, this gets really cool. Eventually, I want to upgrade everything, but this guy... This is the one that I'm excited about because it gets the big damage. The big dammy dams. Save and let's wrap it up for the night, my friends.